Yeah, maybe.
So, I have it set up to like really
I'll try to minimize both. I'm just finishing off some popcorn I was having. No way, I'm not gonna do it like mid-game. Just be like, and then the wizard steps forward.
And the almighty wizard spoke and said, "Crunch." Sounds like that stupid Thanos ASMR video. Thanos discusses his plans while he eats KFC.
I think I've seen that.
I don't even want. I hate everything. Right, this will probably be the time to actually give this guy a name.
Oh shit, I didn't realize you guys are already in. Should I send the link again just for Jess and Shona if they want it right there? But do it anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. You guys have any reference pictures you want to use? Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I have a few packs of like generics you can start with.
Let me just see into my folder if I have. I have a bunch of shit.
Also, what can you guys see right now?
Get in there.
The lobby image.
The what image?
This lobby image, yeah.
Alright. Alright, yeah, that's probably movie separate, I'm guessing. Okay. Just want to double check to make sure. That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, get some missions going.
I'm gonna I have this huge folder of
Alright.
this guy
Got
looks
some interesting pictures.
that guy looks like he's bald because he has a hood on, so got mine. I also have to refresh the size because it keeps lagging out on me.
Who's token? Nice. Are you able? I mean, do you guys have permission right now to edit your own pictures?
Yeah.
Alright, so you can streak it at will. Also, I like how you are now with a Strahd. How you are with a Raven. Paladin Raven, but not like just a Raven with Paladin's head. He just has a whole body out of the stump of his bird neck. Ready to smite.
Edit avatar. I don't think that should be it. I think it should be this thing. There we go. That's a bit better. Ooh.
There. You go, nice freaking head to fly around.
I mean, I don't look stupid enough to be my character, but
Hey.
No, he was squinting, you could kind of see it. He had to kind of get his hair out, grow his hair out to block the dent in his head.
There are plenty of people that don't look stupid, but actually are.
well, yeah, but
Nice to meet you, by the
there
way.
are plenty of people who are physically damaged, but very few of them don't look physically damaged. Especially if it's fucking bludgeoned to the head. Or even worse. I'm gonna crinkle this wrapper from one of the coffees that I've been drinking to wake myself up before this. I hope you like that noise. Isn't that some good ASMR?
Very nice, very atmospheric. Your feet crunching on the leaves as you walk through the forest.
Crunching on coffee wrappers as you walk through the forest.
Weirdly energizing you and feeding you.
I need a good set of ambient music.
I have some tracks I want to try out playing during this, but yeah, go ahead for now.
Yeah.
I mostly just atmosphere noise now, but still.
It's a bit too loud.
Also,
Here.
get us. You have a picture you want to use for your token?
Just looking for one, but I'm not getting very good results. I'm
What are you
putting
again? A
dwarf.
dwarf
I don't
rogue?
want an elf. No, ranger.
Dwarf ranger.
Yeah.
Get big bearded outdoorsy guy.
You were gonna do dual axes, right?
Yeah, sure.
Here,
Oh,
I
this
found
might
a
work.
fucking tabletop figure for you. Looks derpy as fuck, and I love it, so I'm gonna send it.
Let's see what it is.
Here it is.
There we go. Actually, that's better.
I'm just imagining that being my actual size, in universe.
Just pixie dwarf.
Yeah. And I can't actually move, that's my only stance.
Gonna just crawl up Strahd's anus and expand.
Avatar.
Shit, I don't remember that.
Looks like I have enough power to forcibly edit your character and give you this avatar, so... Guess what I'm
Why not,
doing?
I guess that saves me a job.
Geddes' response is just cool, I don't have to do work.
Pretty much.
Ah!
Feeling good? Now you snorted your coffee grounds.
There he is. Isn't he beautiful?
I look like I've seen some shit.
That's
Everyone has this
drunk
big
and
artwork.
high as fuck.
What in God's name have I joined?
Everyone just has this artwork and there's just
Ah!
figurine.
Fucking throat. Goddamn. That hurt my throat, actually.
My apologies.
Actually.
The guy officially now has just a perpetual smoker's voice.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, I just do grunts and shit. That's my entire character's spiel, so.
Yeah, so now you include just dry coughing.
There we are. I forgot about to do that before.
Oh lord, I can't stop looking at his fucking face.
Hey,
Neither can
what
the
are you
enemy.
thinking about? Huh?
It doesn't look like a lot, to be honest. Kind of has that "did I leave the oven on" kind of a expression.
Oh no, I left the oven on!
Oh god, the oven's right now.
Away, my steed.
Apparently, let's go
Away,
say, what, I have an
crow!
oven on a giant crow? That's where I live.
His home back in Lord around.
Hey, it's a Shogun.
Just rip the one from Dark Souls and
Don't
oh
talk to
god,
me
they're
or my
multiplying.
Don't talk to me or my sons ever again.
Am I just not
You're right
one
about the
dwarf and
kids.
just multiple tiny dwarf children? All stood on top of each other?
Why do we have like shit ton of dwarves here?
Why not, apparently?
He would manage to get the leadership feat at first level.
But
We have 4 adventurers.
No
and
much, we must go adventuring, slay the
an army
vampire.
of dwarven.
those wolf.
Death small, death
We'll
dwarf.
never see.
He's finally
Deagle,
living his dream of
deagle,
being
deagle.
tall.
Those wolf laddie.
We'll send them in as decoys, all stood on top of each other, looking like us, and then they'll come to attack, and they'll all just spread out in a giant wave.
They are like,
Small, burly
there is
men.
something fishy going on here. And then they pull the robes aside. I knew it. No one could be that short alone.
Do you remember hearing someone did like this infamous module Tomb of I think it was of Annihilation?
Yeah,
That was-
annihilation.
And like they just had a barbarian who just had a shit ton of followers that were essentially just the meat to go into the traps. I still don't think they won, but
That was the host thing, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Shogun?
Right.
Ish, good. You awake?
Kinda.
Your microphone sounds like it isn't.
Depends on the microphone or the settings, to say at least.
Yeah, Murray hosted too. Thank you. I don't think any of the rest of you are streaming, am I right?
Nah,
Nope.
just safe on my side.
Streaming is for losers.
Says the guy I met as a YouTuber, so I'm not surprised.
Hey, I mean, at least I wasn't the one who threw the first message, so.
I was like, hey, you sound like somebody I might want to associate with. Little did I know it was the worst mistake I ever made.
And all of that because you are a Romance of the Three Kingdoms nerd.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then you
what was
lied to
it
me
anyway
about
again?
Then you lied to me about the next Dynasty Warriors having online multiplayer.
Oh, the next Dynasty
Not that
Warriors
thing.
did, except on PC. It had it on everything except for PC. And then I was
Good
sad
reasons.
for all eternity.
Memories.
But it was also a really shitty port too, so...
These days, what isn't a shitty port?
Your mother.
I'll have to
No,
dig her up
neither.
then, I guess.
What the hell
Oh,
is
hey.
happening now?
Spiders. Crows. Are we in the forest? Those are bees! Not the bees! Not the bees!
Overwhelming
dude.
with our dwarf forces.
I thought
was
you were
gonna
about to say
say-
Dwarf Fortress. I'm just like, this is not
I
what we're
mean, it might
playing
as well
today.
be. We've got about as many as that.
There
I
we
was
go.
gonna say to who do I have to send the picture then?
Once again?
To who do you have to send the picture of my character?
Oh, you can actually update it yourself, or you can send it to me. I can make it like a 1x1 image. By the way, I updated your fucking dwarf.
Oh, thanks.
Why does
Much
it glow now?
appreciated.
There you go.
Even less work for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Frisky.
Fuck you!
So there's a monk.
He sent me his monk. You guys are gonna see what the fuck he just sent me.
Lovely.
I'm excited.
It's not even loading the image. It also knows that it's cancer.
It's that cursed, it's just not showing.
Like, it literally
Internet.
isn't fuck. You can probably read this, though. Oh, wait, no, you can't, because my overlay removes the top bar. Kiss clip art, Aang transparent clip art, Aang Zuko Azula 11C5B. Fuck you!
What? This,
He literally just sent me a really shitty picture of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
what? Define shitty.
That
Is this?
pad that it doesn't open.
Like, it
Oh,
looks
okay.
like bootleg clip art.
Oh.
And it
Alright.
won't fucking load! I can't save the picture if I can't get it up to actually...
Hello.
You done fucked it up.
Damn it.
Always.
I'm tempted to say fuck you and just find a really, really, really bad picture of a random monk that looks dumb as fuck. And use that instead. But no, I think I found a suitable replacement for your picture because I can't fucking download it. So we'll use this instead.
God damn it. Some of these pictures are just typing the word monk in.
What was your
You should
character's
just-
name? You named him
you just-
Deus Vold?
There's someone named Deus Vold here right now. Who just renamed their guy Deus Vold.
He named his monk Deus Vold.
God damn it.
And I wrote Volt with a D. Just fuck you.
Alright, let me upload your fucking character. Yes, everyone gets to see the beautiful, illustrious Deus Vold.
Wonderful.
There you are.
Oh my fucking
Really?
Fuck your
Some sort of-
family.
Converted Eastern devil.
I'm not with you.
He's even smaller than I am. What the fuck?
He's a
Wow, you
noob.
must be like 2'3". Even by dwarf
That's-
standards, you're a pansy.
Just like in real life.
God damn.
So I'm guessing you're going way of the elements, monk.
Nope.
You
Oh,
was-
alright.
weren't you gonna do like, what the fuck
Priest.
was it? What the fuck kind of thing were you going for? I forget.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Is it like a... I don't think you were doing a grapple build.
I mean, knowing how we
No.
all are going to die before the first encounter anyway, it doesn't really matter, so...
I believe that Finn will beat our heads in with his prosthetic leg then.
Yeah, Finn will be the death of all of us.
I will literally stick my foot up your ass.
Shut!
Fucking called it.
I'll give you brain damage, okay?
If we don't get to some point where he winds up having to take off his own leg and use it as a club, I'm going to be very sad. I don't know why I failed.
If
You
you
will
don't
have
have any
failed
brain, how
100%
can you give any form of damage related to it?
It's called an improvised
Yeah.
weapon. It just lowers your dexterity by like 3 more since you now only have 1 leg.
Is it made of wood? Can you sharpen it into a steak at some point?
It's like fine redwood and scrap metal.
Fair enough. Just like downed. Someone gets a vampire prone and just walk over and just
Combat steak.
This is just reminding me of the one motherfucker from Camp who has like all the different types of prosthetic arms that he just alternates between.
Don't remember.
Alright. So,
Cheers.
if you're in the stream right now, just a reminder of how the fuck Twitch works when it comes to showing up as a number. If you mute the video itself, like on the actual video player, you stop counting as a viewer. But if you mute the tab in your browser, that doesn't happen.
One problem when you use Firefox, I'm saying Firefox, Chrome, you will mute the whole site instead.
Well,
That's the reason I don't use it.
Yeah, but that's a thing.
Yeah.
If you wanna count as a viewer and make me the most famous D&D streamer in all time, this fucking goddamn monk bastard on my head.
Oh yeah, Trishki, I was gonna say.
Got any skooma?
God fuck it.
Will we be able to get brain aids if we already have it? There you go.
Oh, I'm not gonna reveal it, but I already probably have something worse, actually.
oh boy.
Oh my lord. Yeah, fly around, you little motherfucker. I'll slap you like a fucking housefly. Hey, the last airbender!
No.
Damn it. Alright.
But yet for a monk, I gotta give you monk, damn it.
So just to give people other than Ken and Shogun a bit of perspective on why this is so fucking dumb as well. When I was working with Shogun to make his character, he literally rolled that he was raised by fucking wolves.
It's now
Oh
master
boy.
of all four
Cagey as
elements.
fuck.
And his end goal is to make sure that history remembers his family of wolves for all time.
Does he even know which one's which? Like,
That one's rare.
Working on
That
it.
one's rare. I thought it was pretty good. Anywho, when shall we actually, start the thing and stop dicking around? That is inevitably the question. And who's this smug motherfucker? What do you want? Get out of my face.
Fucking
What do you
Deadeye
want?
to a random circle.
Get out of my face. Ah!
So, what's going on? Hello!
Never stop dicking around. Yeah, this whole entire thing will just be like 2 hours of us preparing to start a game and saying shitty jokes, and then like 10 minutes of the session that'll be like, oh, I have to go to bed, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be too
Yo.
surprised, so.
Yeah.
Nah, I can start soon. I'm just gonna pee real quick.
Alright. The last minute prep shit. Get your drinks, get your beer, get your shit. I'm gonna go grab some alcohol because I know I'm gonna want to make myself be a little bit dumber for my character.
I mean,
Right.
I didn't think you needed alcohol for that, but.
Thanks, Finn! Why do I associate with these motherfuckers? What does my life come to? To be honest, if I had any choice, I probably still wouldn't have the option to do anything else. Thank you, Shogun, for the 1 bit. You gave me 1 penny to compensate me
Oh,
for my
fuck.
pain.
I pressed the 0 as well. Fuck. Hold up.
So about the brain aids, you can't get it when you have it already.
There you go. Now you gotta get 10 cents. 10
The
pennies.
sound was brilliant.
I forget what I had it set to for minimum for the text-to speech, but you hit it, so probably like 5 or some shit, because I'm a cheap bitch. So I have Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea, Tropical flavored. 5% alcohol by volume. Yes, Dad, it's alcohol.
Your dad's about to come smack you, like, what did I tell you about taking my booze, boy?
I mean, my guy's like a 40-year-old man, so at this point, probably be drinking with his dad.
What?
What?
That.
What?
We could hear you talking to your dad about whatever.
Wait, really?
Yeah, your microphone is really sensitive, bro.
Yep.
Holy shit. I was in the kitchen.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
So what we might want to do before we start up to mitigate that is adjust your like sensitivity
We need to ban
on
dog friend.
Discord.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
We need to uninstall Dungeons and Dragons.
Fuck.
All right, so in your settings in the gear in the bottom left in Discord, go to it's under app settings and it's voice and video.
App settings, voice and video, yep.
Are you on voice activity?
Yep.
You want to, do you have a thing that says automatically determine input sensitivity on?
Yep.
It's blue?
Yep.
All right, turn it off. And then adjust it. So be completely and utterly silent for a second, and you see where it peaks?
Going down or up?
From left to right, the rightmost point that it gets to when you're completely silent. Put it a little bit to the right of that.
How about...
So
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah, we can hear you. You might want to move it a little bit more to the left because I think you're cutting out a tiny bit. Here's mine. Here's mine, for example.
Can you hear this now?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, you can't hear it or you can?
We can. You're fine.
Well, I'm saying I'm actually like tapping something decent ways away from the microphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
The tapping we haven't been picking up on. I was just commenting on we could hear your voice, so I guess it's working better.
Oh yeah, I probably should have specified. For some reason I kind of assumed a webcam was on. But yeah. Alright. Maybe
Now we
better.
don't have webcam on. I mean, we can try and turn it on.
Nah.
I can turn on my webcam. You can all see how much of a bitch I am.
So.
Yeah, that's
want?
part of it. I'm pretty sure that only I and Ken necessarily have webcams, per se.
Webcam optional.
Actually, no. I know Finn has one. I remember you doing facecam during your streams at
You
one
know
point.
nothing.
Can you hear me when I tap the
I
wall?
know everything, Jon Snow, without even watching Game of Thrones. Get the fuck out of here.
Shut up, Brand. You don't have any legs. Or your legs don't work.
Close enough.
You mean
Fuck you! Your legs don't work.
I was gonna say like
Yeah,
Lieutenant Dan, but never mind.
All right. Are we all set?
Yeah, sure.
Man, good to go if you guys are. One more try though. Can you guys hear me tap the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, every time I open my fucking bio, I get that monstrosity in my face.
I knew I chose
you
well.
returned. It's like, shit. Gotta close that down again.
I enjoy myself
wait.
a bit too much.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Talk to me on my son or his son or his son or his son.
His son or
Forbidden
his
from talking to any
son
of my
or
descendants.
his son.
Should you live that long?
Don't talk
Shit.
to me or my son or my son's son or my son's son's son ever again.
I hope you like the bio I put in there.
Deus Vold. Hi, I'm the
Check that
last.
out real
He
quick.
is just Deus Vold. That's it. Wow, you have so much personality and intrigue with your character. I am looking forward to understanding their story and their life.
And we just
But then we go into your
Yeah.
actual character sheet, and the first thing your personality trait says was, "I was, in fact, raised by wolves."
Very holy wolves. He was raised by Power Wolf.
shut the.
Just turn it into fucking metal.
my god.
Do it.
He was raised by metal wolves, like literally just a group of guys that did like metal concerts in the middle of the forest for no fucking reason other than it was fun.
My
Some
notes
trees
about
cost
this game
nothing.
are going to start by I hate everything.
Finn, you're already a bit too late in that one, to be honest.
Shit, I need to set up something for notes.
Forgetting what
Hello.
I exactly have to put in the fucking notes.
You're not the one looking at the face. No. Every
Nah.
5 seconds.
Alright.
Uh,
Alright. Jesus, I already need alcohol for this shit. Right ahead of you, sister. Alright.
I'm gonna save
So-
my alcohol for tomorrow.
Ken, you the DM.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, let me turn off my music and mute myself.
Alright, where you guys gonna hear? Alright, your tokens not on the map yet? I'll go ahead and place those. Skidoo. Skidoo. Skidoo.
Shkadook.
Skidoo.
I'm a clerical 5, I really am.
Alright. So, Garrick,
Mm-hmm.
after a long day of hunting your hated foe out in the woods somewhere near Dagobah shit. I'm sorry, my voice thing just fell out.
Typical.
It's already amazing. Let's go.
Afternoon.
Sorry, my microphone actually fell right outside my headphones as I was talking. So let's try that again. So after a long day of hunting your most hated enemy out in the woods near Daggerford, you found yourself exhausted and, although it kind of embarrasses you to admit it, lost as the sun sank over the horizon and a foggy night began. Realizing that you wouldn't be able to do much more good, you eventually made camp in a small clearing and shut your heavy eyes. When you woke, however, you noticed something was off. Your bedroll looks like it was just gone right out from under you. You're just laying alone in the damp soil. The mist, however, is still there. A little bit thicker, but despite it, you can see someone laying a few feet away from you. And that someone is you, Deus Vold. I'm guessing from your background of growing up among wolves, I don't know, maybe you were out in the woods doing something. Mourning, remembering your fallen comrades, living the lessons they taught you, plotting their legacy. Well, it's up to you, really, but a similar thing happened to you when you laid down to fall asleep on one misty evening. You woke up in a place you don't recognize. Everything kind of feels damp and gross and even smells a little different. When you look around across from you, well, you see Garrick Both of you describe your characters to each other.
Oh, I'm gonna
Not the rest
pull
of
the
us.
thing out for a second.
Excuse me while I flip through my papers.
You want a full in-depth description or just very
Up.
vague?
Go all out.
Basically, well, short, obviously, and basically average what you'd expect of a dwarf. Pretty muscly, pretty small. Basically about a medium long size beard with a single braid in the middle of it. Got a big hooked sort of nose and pretty weather-beaten face and one scar down from his nose down to his cheek. And probably pretty pissed because his bed's been nicked.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Deusfold, describe yourself.
I am Deus Fold. I'm a monk and I was in fact raised by wolves. And I'm sleeping on the ground, but somebody possibly nicked something from me. I don't know.
It's
To
wetter. It's wetter, slightly grosser ground than you used to, perhaps.
fair enough. Somebody stole my hide I was sleeping on. I'm trying to ensure that the names of my tribe be in a legend. That's about it, I guess.
All right.
Shogun, you're cutting out a little bit here and there, so you may just want to adjust your sensitivity a tiny bit.
All right.
So yeah, as you guys stir, you see. As you guys stir, you look right at each other through the mist. What are you guys doing?
I'm most likely looking around to see where the hell my sleeping bag has gone.
Meanwhile, on a far-off land, somebody is checking their armor proficiency.
You just notice
And
a
then-
Sort of thing.
you see a little tag sitting in the ground about armor proficiency.
Just sniff
Strange,
the
someone
air,
must have left it.
and look around me.
All right. As you sniff the air and look around, besides this strange dwarf, you see two other figures. Malmus Togoria. So while you were out in your retreat after a long day of praying, training, thinking about how to your superior grasp of your god's doctrine, you well, even the holiest get tired, and you fell asleep somewhere out in the courtyard of your monastery, or well, holy placey place.
Yeah, the
I'll
holy
see, perhaps
place.
on a bench, perhaps just out in one of the fields, whichever suits you. But unfortunately, you find yourself in the same dilemma as everyone so far. You wake up looking into trees you don't recognize at a dark, starless night in some wet earth with mist all around you.
Silently, I'm just thinking, I knew the priest was right when he said I should have stopped sleeping in the hallway.
You never know how right he was. And Mr. BB Heelgood. So, I imagine probably a similar lifestyle to Mr. Malmus here. You spend your life being holy, or your day being holy, meditating, training, wishing you had your leg back, perhaps vowing vengeance on whatever took it from you. But after your hard day's work, fell asleep, woke up in mystery. And now across from you, you see this ginger paladin.
Well, I could be worse. I could not have my prosthetic leg.
All right. So the four of you are sitting here in the ground, probably starting to notice each other now among the mist. It looks like in between all four of you, It's just looks like someone made a fire pit. Burnt wood, coals. Doesn't look like it's been active too recently from what you can see over here.
Well, all we have to do is stick a saw to it. Taking stuff in places. Well, where are all of my things?
Yeah, you look around. There doesn't seem to. You don't really see any sign of your pack, of your belongings. You kept them in, of a bedroll if you're using one. You're just kind of sitting there in the dirt.
Well, at least all's not gone. I still have my unicorn pajamas.
Okay.
Could be
At
worse.
least you got to keep the most important parts.
Do I have armor or weaponry with me?
No, the only thing you'll have on you is basically just whatever you'd wear as bedclothes.
It would probably
That
be shitty
means
of
all
me to
my,
just say that I would probably actually just wear my armor to bed like the dipshit I am, but that would probably be a little bit cheating.
That
See,
would
you've
be
done it
pretty-
so many times before. The priest was like, "Hey, Malmus, you gotta stop sleeping in the hallway, man, and you gotta stop sleeping in your armor. It's just weird." And eventually,
Well, I already didn't listen to him about the hallway. What makes you think I'll listen to him about my armor?
he just started to drive you so crazy to the point that it made sense for you to figure your logic. That eventually, like, maybe you should show the ignorance some pity by taking up their lessons. And you're like,
then he told you that the god itself says that you don't sleep in your armor.
I just wind up being threatened that if I don't take off my armor at night and put it in the armory like a good boy, then I won't get any meals.
yeah.
Oh. Also notice that I'm not having my holy symbol with me, but it could be worse. It's not required for everything.
Also, can you guys hear the audio?
Yeah, we can hear the
Yeah.
noise you got.
Sound
That's
effects,
cool.
alright.
Oh,
It does seem that I'm not here alone, so hi! Who might you be, you fine gentleman? Or yes, I'm pretty sure all of you are fine gentlemen and no scoundrels. And even if there are, it could be worse. They could be murderers.
this is just gonna be the running joke with you. Just like, it could be worse. It could be insert something really horrible here to actually make it worse.
Yeah.
Well, it could be goblins.
Could be hobgoblins. Could be trolls. Could be
Could be
dragons.
hobgoblins with goblins on their shoulders.
It could be
Could be a
hobgoblins
Lombax.
wielding goblins with goblins in their hands.
That would be a scary sight.
Trolls wielding
agree with
hobgoblins who are holding goblins. Oh no. We're too many depth levels deep now. Malmus just
I guess
sort
I
of
look up and
grunts.
get as good a look as I can with all the fog at all the shapes of people that are around me after swearing under my breath that all my stuff's been mysteriously misplaced.
Malmus sort of grunts and looks around and finds it rather peculiar, this image of one decent looking guy, some derpy ass dwarf, and a cartoon chibi. No. He grunts and sort of just sits up and scratches the back of his head and looks at you all and then sort of just lies back down.
Not too chatty, are you? Maybe you're just shy. Let me break the ice. I am Robert Bob Heelgood. I am a cleric of Ilmater. And you?
At this, Malmus...
You can just call me Bob Heelgood if it's easier.
Bop, bop. At this, Malmus perks up because obviously, obviously to you, but not to everyone watching, we share a patron god. And so
I say we share a patron.
we share a Patreon. Please donate.
You need to donate twice as much because it's split evenly. So every
and if you don't donate, you're racist. Sorry, I make this too political already.
Yeah, so you guys just woke up in this weird place, and now you're already put on the spot.
So I sit up again and go. I pull out. I'm pretty sure one of the paladin things or my scenario started me with a religious symbol, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
well, at this point, it would be pretty nice to know what is the stuff that we actually have.
Oh yeah,
Because
that would be
as
good to
said,
know.
I didn't write any of my gear on my character sheet.
So basically, just clothes, a holy symbol if you want it for your classes, and whatever your person could conceivably, apart from could conceivably sleep in. So theoretically, if one of you were the type person to sleep with a dagger per se, like a more woody type, like the ranger might have it, you could have that. If you had a coin purse, you might have that on you. But anything that could be stored in a pack or separately would be gone.
There goes all my stuff then, I guess.
So I guess my giant boar trophy is gone then too.
I mean,
Don't need
if you
something.
wanted to wear it, if you wanted to have it attached to you, like I'll slip it in.
Well, it's on my belt, so
Oh, like a belt pouches would be.
Yeah, belt pouches are fine.
Yes, things are like physically attached to you is what he's talking about.
okay.
So in this case, something that would be on a belt pouch, like we all still have probably our gold pouches on us. At least that's what you told me earlier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where the fuck? Shut up, you bitch!
You got your strange ringing coming from deeper into the forest.
We're gonna start up this fucking running gag again. No.
Just
All of a sudden, a TARDIS comes out of nowhere.
All of a sudden, a phone booth appears in the middle of the woods.
just fucking slams it with a rock. Just shut the fuck up.
God damn. Can I uninstall Dungeons and Dragons yet? I'm sick of this game. The meta is so shit right now.
Maybe your backstory should have been constantly haunted by the ghost of a phone box.
No, that was already a running joke. In
That was a
Monsters
ghost
of
of strange
Bookroom.
technologies.
Not again. Not again. Like
Ever since your head got fucked up, you've just been hearing like this ringing.
phone.
Never goes away.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm not sure if I. Oh, I am Hermit, so I have some dumb shit. Okay. So it says I would start with a scroll case. That would probably be gone. The idea is a scroll case stuffed full of notes from your studies or prayers, a winter blanket, a set of common clothes, an herbalism kit, and 5 gold.
I'm thinking, like, a lot of the background stuff is, like, minor enough that I'm tempted to just kind of wave it.
All right. I mean, knowing me, I would be, like, so overly zealous that I would probably hold my notes and teachings to my chest tightly when I go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. They're a nice blanket of faith to warm you on a cold night.
All right, so I'm just writing down scroll case with religious zealotry.
Sounds
That
good.
should be about accurate.
I'm gonna say pretty much everything of mine would be gone, because I doubt I'd be sleeping with any equipment actually attached to me.
You at
Still
least
got
have
all
your
my
belt
shit.
pouch and gold
I
and
mean,
your
Is
clothes.
there any just...
if we would have been playing before Xanatar's Guide to Everything was a thing, I would of course be sleeping in my heavy armor, but nope, not anymore. They have rules
Oh.
against that now.
All of a sudden, his prosthetic leg is gone as well.
Instantly falls into a ditch when he gets up.
Yeah, it's
That would
it's
be an
considered an
element.
improvised weapon. You don't get to bring it with you.
All right, time to chop up a small tree and see.
Chop,
what
chop, chop!
Don't worry, I can just punch the tree and craft a leg from it.
Just need one.
I mean, you have a monk.
And, two logs.
Maybe.
But yeah,
yeah. So
where we sort of
Shogun-
were. Sorry.
just real quick though, on just like Shogun, get us. Is there anything else from your backgrounds that you're keen on with you? Because a lot of like the stuff there is like mainly roleplay, like trinkets and stuff.
Yeah.
That it seems like it'd be
Yeah,
be alright.
you'd probably have your trophy that we talked about get us. Pretty sure that's still in your sheet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it actually.
It's lower. It's
Oh, it
under
would have been my
equipment.
my
Oh,
badge,
you had an
um,
insignia of rank because you were a
Yeah.
soldier. That was your background. So it's in your core area and it's down under equipment. You had your insignia of rank, a war trophy, and a set of bone dice. And like 10 gold in your pouch.
Yeah. So I guess the only thing I can really show off is that badge, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say, "Hey,
Hey,
I have a badge."
we're in the middle of the woods. I'm the soldier here. Obey me.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, found it now.
Now you see it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have my. It's actually not a holy symbol. I don't have that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it's not part of my background though. I'm just a scroll with a bunch of religious
Yeah.
chanting and
I
raving.
holy symbol is usually on that shit anyway.
Why do I keep closing the goddamn player handbook? Technical difficulties, everyone. So essentially, in response to you talking about the fact that you're a disciple of Ilmater, I pull out of my chest, like I hide it within my shirt. I pull out my scroll case, and I pull out. I show it to you, and probably along the back of the scroll case is his symbol, the bound wrists.
Ah! Well, is this a pleasant coincidence?
And I just look through it a little bit, open it up, and try and read through my own notes to see if I wrote anything ever about something like this. So you've sort of lost me for a little while at this point because I'm going through my own religious zealotry.
Well, what about the rest of you?
I'm gonna cautiously walk up to you two and say something along the lines of, "Well, for showing off badges, then here's mine," and basically say, "My name's Garrick," and show you my rank insignia, if it means anything.
Do I recognize this badge, or is it strictly from some dwarven place?
Yeah, that
Most
would
definitely.
I mean, you're all. I'm kind of drawing from an idea of Forgotten Realms, so it's possible if your character has worked with dwarves in the past, you might know it.
probably as an apostle, like a cleric, you would have at least seen them at some point and talked to them.
Probably.
Oh, I'll tell you in DM, Shogun.
Right.
Well, at least we have a soldier here. And what about you over there?
I walk closer and I take out the board and I'm like, "Oops, now they're dead."
Alrighty then.
I sort of curious.
Right now, I'm
That
Nice
whole was in
readings.
character too.
Oh yeah. I'm forgetting that I'm still muted in the Discord and trying to talk. Rip. I need to set up my stuff right.
I'm trying to ensure that their names will be put into a legend. I am the last of my tribe.
Well,
Oh,
it could be
please.
worse. There could be no tribe left.
Hmm.
Well, as joyful as it has been so far, I must air out the question that we all no doubt have on the tip of our tongues. Where are we?
Almost
question.
just sort of shrugs.
I'll go along with the same route of just strong silence and sort of shuffling of the feet. Unsure
Oh, so,
what you prefer to say.
So we have them strong silent types here. Okay, I can work with that probably. I mean, it could be worse. You could be muted.
Shelter.
Yes, that sounds like a wonderful idea. So,
I was sort of saying that as I was looking through my notes, so it sort of came off at just like barely above a mumble in volume when I said it. And then Malmus just sort of takes his notebook, his scroll book, and sorts it back into his shirt and looks nearby him to see if he can find any sort of large stick or something similar to use as a club.
I mean, you see trees, and behind you some brush. Maybe you could dig through there.
I go up to the nearest tree and search for the strongest branch I can among its branches, and I attempt to pry it off.
All right, roll strength.
23.
Yeah, you got a pretty nice branch. Let's see, improvise, but I believe your feat is you don't take penalties for improvise.
I think it actually specifically states how much Tavern Brawler, you're proficient with improvised weapons and unarmed strikes.
So let me double check improvised weapon roll, but I believe
Tavern
it
Brawler.
basically be akin to a small club. I believe. Let's check.
It's probably gonna be either 1d4 or 1d6, I think was what I was recalling.
That makes sense.
It's something, is effectively what I'm trying to do.
Simple martial.
D&D 5e improvised weapon.
An object that bears no resemblance to a weapon deals 1d4 damage, type appropriate to the object. So, yeah, 1d4 bludgeoning.
Alright.
So how you said that we all woke up here. Is it dark or is it like a nice sunrise happening currently?
I'm pretty sure it's still like misty and foggy, right?
Yeah, it's nighttime. Sky is pretty dark. You can see the occasional star, but it's cloudy.
Well, this won't do us any good. How about we let the light of Ilmater guide our way?
So, Deus and Garrick, you guys have been scanning around, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about going to get to a little bit of a higher vantage to see what was around, but I was thinking if it's too dark. Although then again, I do have a vision boost, but I don't know.
Yeah, you have dark vision, plus the woods, I believe, are your... Would the woods be your favorite terrain as a ranger?
His word,
or were you,
forest was his favorite terrain.
Alright, so go ahead and roll an investigation. I believe that would be +4 because that would double your proficiency bonus.
Right. So, what die?
You can in the
D20.
character sheet, if you go to your core, Geddes,
Oh, right. Okay.
and you go down to the skill and you just click on the name, it'll actually roll it. For
Oh,
that.
on
In your character
which
sheet,
one was it again?
Core.
I mean, which skill was it again?
It was survival, I believe, or nature.
Survival. Right.
Altogether, 14?
The second. So, do you know how this does it on Roll20, Ken?
I've been experimenting, but I've always used it.
So
on
it
NPCs,
uses
so-
2 dice rolls. The first one is the default. The second is a second dice roll in case you were rolling with either advantage or disadvantage.
Actually, to make this thing more clear, everyone go to your character sheet. You see where you have the spot where it says core bio spells, and then there is this cogwheel thing. Click the cogwheel. In the box right beneath it, second from the top, is a thing called roll queries.
Yeah.
Turn that into advantage toggle. And now you have your option to turn your rolls from being advantage to normal to disadvantage at your will.
Wait, where does it say it?
If you go cog and then right
I found it.
underneath, yeah, it says roll queries.
So normal should now be highlighted as red. Now whenever you roll anything, it will roll 1 die and 1 die only, unless you click something else. And when you click advantage, it will grey out the lower number, and when you roll with disadvantage, it will grey out the higher number.
Right, so I'd just click advantage, for example, I guess.
So, with the
Carry
second...
advantage, right?
I believe it's
Wait,
only
what?
just doubles his bonus. Yeah, so
So
which one would it be his final then?
It would be the first
Considering-
one.
It would be the first one, but if it doubles his bonus, it would be 12 instead, because his regular thing for survival is 3.
Well, if it only doubles the proficiency bonus, then it would be only +2 more, so...
Alright, yeah. So it would be either 11 or 12.
Alright, so there seems to be some tracks leaving the clearing to your right.
Right.
And, did you...
Oh, go ahead.
Hang on one sec. It keeps falling out. I do need a new pair of headset. Anyhow, did you also do it, Deus?
I'll look around the fire and the places where we slept to see if I can find any tracks or something that somebody might have dropped.
Yeah, go ahead, roll investigation.
Investigate.
Oh fuck.
12?
Well, for a minus... Yeah, that's his actual one.
Yeah, the fire looks fairly old. Like, it wasn't up tonight, necessarily. But, I don't know, there seems to be some scraps of cloth just a little ways away from it. Small, something like ripped out of someone's clothing.
I was up for some time and small pieces of cloth on the ground. Do they go any direction or they just around the fire?
You're asking about the cloth itself, or?
Yes.
Yeah, they're just probably to the square right directly in front of you. Mostly in that area.
There you are.
That's where they seem to be. So do you guys relay your findings to each other at all, or you just kind of chilling?
Stick.
I'm gonna yell out that I've spotted the tracks that I saw earlier, and that I'm going to go a little further ahead to see if they lead any further away.
I just mentioned that I'm armed. And show my stick. effectively.
I have a holy symbol that is glowing bright light.
Nice. Wait, does it literally glow?
Yes?
Nice, nice.
Object
I
sheds
could,
bright light, yada yada yada.
If Finn's not doing anything himself, I might ask if he would be willing to shine that over the tracks that I've spotted to help see where they go.
Oh? Just tell me when to stop. I wouldn't want to stumble over anything with this leg of mine.
You know, this whole entire thing has been unnerving because Finn is too optimistic and upbeat. It'll take a little bit to get used to.
So that's why my face looks like that.
20-foot radius, so it would be...
So you're helping out with your makeshift lantern? Your holy lantern?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... So... Bright light, and then dimmer light. Both!
Well, fuck. Yeah, so you can see a nice trail of footprints heading off a ways. Let me just reveal some more area for you.
Ooh, lovely.
So, footprints going. So, you guys want to follow?
I just start walking after it.
All right.
Is that where the Trail of Clove goes to or not?
Yeah. They seem to be going the direction where you have Malamus going now.
I look at the other two and then just quickly walk after. In the
Also,
same
as
direction.
As you go along, Deus, you can see you find more strips of clothing. And also, if you look a little closer, looks to be some sort of dried stains. Bit mixed in with pine needles and dirt of the ground.
That bird sound effect.
Malmus just sort of looks ahead of him, squints a little bit, and then turns and points at Heelgood and like sort of gestures for him to come closer.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yep. Don't worry about me. I can keep up even with this thing of mine. Could be worse. There could be nothing there.
Guys, find some more foliage.
Wow. This
Rock on.
foliage. I like how some of the trees have shadows and the other ones don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I like how the
getting a little
shadows
weird.
are.
I'm glad I don't have to make many of these maps myself.
Magic.
I find it funny how the shadows point to this direction while the light comes from this direction.
We are living in
Also
an
use
in
this
a
Strange
odd,
land.
strange
Hey,
land,
do it
and this
again.
plays
It
tricks
could
on
be
your
worse.
eyes.
There could be no shadows at all.
Alright, so I'm still holding my clubs sort of at the ready, expecting anything to come at us.
Alright, so you're
I'm sorry.
so you ready your club. You find
Wow.
the tracks seem to head more into the trees.
Off this way.
Yep.
There's a ruler tool. I'm not sure if you've seen that one.
I've seen that one around. Are you guys able to see the ping though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see the ping.
I probably
I'm
should
just
just
saying.
use the ruler, but
That's all I'm saying, yeah. It's probably a little bit more convenient for this purpose.
And I look for more cloth pieces on the way there.
yeah, you find a couple. Definitely clothes. Actually, one you get, you pick it up, you feel something little, I don't want to say leathery, still be pretty soft, but you can tell what it is once you pick it off of the leather chunk.
As we pass by this tree here, I look at it and see if there's another decent branch, and then I go to rip it off.
Roll it, do another strength check.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that's just what it is.
You get a decent one. It kind of snaps off in the middle, so it's almost more like I'd say maybe almost like a D2 piercing, just a nice little shard.
Alright, so I take this, I turn to the dwarf, and I toss it to him.
Right. Do I need to do a roll check for catching this? Or...
I sort of just do it without any provocation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, let's have semantics.
I'm guessing specifically that's rolling, is it?
It'd be something
it count as
probably
a-
like dexterity or sleight of
Dexterity?
hand.
I'll
Probably
go for the dexterity one then.
That's a dexterity save. You
Oh.
click
And that has been set to advantage.
yeah.
Everyone should have the normal button highlighted red currently.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So,
So click on dexterity, like the text above the modifier on the left side.
You mean this one?
Yeah, it's tiny for that one. We'll just use the second dexterity save because it's not -2. Just give him
Wow.
this. No, he can fuck up, I guess.
Well, it's the first time, so same here, to be honest. But
That's the
whatever.
first actual dexterity throw. I'll leave it up to the GM.
I don't
You,
mind.
you catch it like a pro. You feel cool about your stick.
Yeah, you're.
It is a
one,
good
two.
thing we don't have any dwarves with us. They would probably be mad at you snapping branches like that.
I just
So, like, the angry
I just
druids
sort
are
of
not-
give you a disapproving glare and keep walking.
Well,
Just really
I'm
can't
right.
shit it.
So, peering through the trees, you can squeeze through the thorns if you want. It's not fun, but it's not like gonna kill you or anything. You can,
Can I just like beat them aside with my club?
I mean, you can beat down some twigs through some brush. Yeah, sure. And as you're doing that, the smell of decay just hits you.
Smells like home.
For a
I
few
walk
of you.
through the here.
And you find a mangled body. Looks to be
It's just like home.
looks looks to be man, maybe late 20s. Kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's a little bloated, putrid, but also shredded. Face is half gone. Guts, what remains of them, are splayed out. Claw marks on.
What I have? Do I have like some sort of sense evil thing? I forget. Divine sense.
I believe you'd have the divine sense.
I have divine sense. It's probably a bit overkill for this though.
Hey, your
So
call.
Divine scent. I'm like,
So until the end of my next turn, how long would that be since we're not really in combat?
Let's see, I think a turn altogether is a minute, I would believe.
All right.
A turn is 6 seconds, meaning that's
Oh, yeah.
10 turns would
Well,
be 8.
until his next.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so a full turn cycle.
so we could assume that's maybe like about a minute. Well, I guess it depends how big your combat is.
We should
Yeah.
probably just call it like half a minute and leave it at that.
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
Let's go for the.
All right, so I'm gonna proc divine sense here, which is boop.
Yeah, so it's interesting. You do feel that little spicy sickness of evil, but it's not like it's strongly concentrated in one place. It's like just kind of a residual whiff around the area. Something
that-
pretty awful's happened here, or perhaps
Kind of like
it is
being
that
a big
work over
farm.
Earth itself.
The smell of shits everywhere.
But it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like there's something. It doesn't seem like there's something, anything right next to you.
Do I see anything obvious on this corpse other than the fact that it's like mangled that might set me off to think that it might be booby trapped?
No, not really.
All right,
It
I'm going
does
to
seem-
investigate it.
All right. So you get a little down and dirty. You try to look around the area, reach into his pockets.
Are you trained for that?
No, but I did well anyway.
Hey,
Just
gotta
ram your
make
hand
do.
into his chest.
So yeah, when you digging into the pockets of what's left of his coat, you find a little coin purse and a letter sealed with a big red B.
Big red B.
What the bees?
I don't even bother hesitating. I open up the letter right there on the spot.
And
Where
you
it might
find
contain
this shit.
information about what's going on.
All right, I have it as shown to players,
All right,
and
we can
see if it shows up in your thing.
Oh,
Okay,
thank God.
so I look at it. I can't read the nice handwriting, so I turn to the priest and wave him over.
Huh?
The cleric.
Yeah. Yes, here I am.
I hand you the letter. Read.
Hail the day of might and valor. I, lawless servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irena Koliana, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Kolian Indorovich, Burgomaster.
Burgermaster. Burger.
No.
Burgermaster.
Burgomaster.
Burger.
It would appear that someone is in dire need of healer services. Okay, that is literally what all of my family has done for the last 18 generations.
So, what I do is I look at the corpse and I try to deduce what direction he was probably headed in.
Yeah, it looks like he was headed. One sec. It looks like he was headed this away.
South?
Yes.
I just start walking south.
You do that, and while you can see more of the same scenery ahead of you, you also notice the fog getting noticeably thicker.
I also don't care very much.
Hmm.
There is burgers to be had.
I would like to
So you
deduce
think
what happened to this poor soul, aside from death.
Roll an investigation check. Also, while he's doing that, I want the ranger to roll a perception check.
Perception, eh? Alright.
And the monk has to do jack shit again, I guess.
I would also.
I think I rolled that on
Yes, sir. I'll roll investigation first.
You want
See how that
normal?
goes.
Oh wait, do you?
Oh, normal, even.
Yeah, normal.
Oh well.
Yeah. This man was shredded to pieces by, looks like some sort of canine, most likely, definitely, yep, a wolf. Pretty big wolf.
I would. Well, I guess it could have been worse. It could have been a giant bear, but there are wolves about, big ones.
Oh,
And this,
bear.
no, just. Well, I guess it could have been an owl bear. That would have probably been worse. But there are wolves about, so try not to wander around or too far alone. Okay?
At this, I think about wolves, and I think about what wolves do not like. I reach to the tree next to me, and I try and yank off another branch.
All right. You find a tree next to you, but by this point, it's mostly through feeling around. That fog is getting damn thick. Roll a strength. You somehow the thickness of this fog managed to distract you so much that your strength faltered you, and you just gave it a decent crack.
I just sort of turn around and walk back out of the thicker fog, back towards the others. And
In this case, you should follow the light.
Yeah, you notice as you get back into the light, it didn't seem to bother you so much when you were in the fog, but it's actually slightly easier to breathe when you're out over here.
I take a deep breath of air, release it, and then rip off another branch.
You ripped off a branch. It's I mean, you're a strong dude, and these aren't like amazingly tough trees. So yeah, another 1d4.
I walk up to the priest. I hold up the branch and I say, "Burn."
Oh.
So I seem to have misplaced my flint and my steel.
I look at the priest, the cleric's leg. I'm gonna keep calling you priest for some reason. I look at your leg, your prosthetic leg. I bend down next to it, and I attempt to use it, like just by friction, to ignite the branch.
Innovation.
Heart,
I like it.
pants, and a lurk.
I would quite kindly ask that you did not. I do not have a spare with me, and if this one burns down, then I would have to be hip hopping around. And as silly as that would look, it would be highly impractical as well.
At this point, I sort of turn to the dwarf. Can you light this?
Well, I don't think I have anything on me that will do that. So
I turn to the tree, and I rip off another branch.
Jesus Christ.
Gonna be no woods left.
And then I hand both branches to the dwarf and say, "Light."
Just to get to know you a bit better, do you have something against trees?
Wood is useful.
Yes, but you seem to be quite bent on destroying it.
Was that a joke?
No?
Get it? Bent?
Also, while this is going on, so Geddes, your earlier
Please kill me.
investigation.
So
You,
do you want to re-roll
can't-
that?
Huh?
Oh, do you want me to redo that perception? Because I think I had it on advantage by accident.
Oh no,
Yeah, go ahead.
we just no. All you have to do is just
wait,
ignore the
actually-
second one.
You were, yeah, you're good. So yeah, you notice the sky, not really seeing stars so much anymore. A lot darker, a lot cloudier. The air has a sort of the sort of wet tinge, well, being an outdoorsy person.
Yeah.
By the way,
for
thank
some
you very
nasty
much,
weather.
Panfuricus. Oh god damn it! It didn't fucking work. Mute me, you bit.
Guess it works now.
My Discord muting isn't working. Thank you very much for the 100
Since
biddies.
I noticed this,
Panfuricus.
I'll begrudgingly roll my eyes and go along with this tree-loving person's plan and try and light this branch to maybe help us get through the fog a little easier.
It should be like a survival skill.
Survival.
Like just
Yeah.
putting them together.
Yeah.
So try and do that.
Roll for that? Okay.
Mm.
6.
Wow, you're shit.
I also don't know much about how this
Probably
things
shitty
work in-
6.
in practicality, but doesn't it need something else
Oh wait, no.
to work as fuel for the fire?
Oh wait, what was it for being in the woods? Like favored terrain, like survival checks? Didn't they have advantage?
Yeah, let me double check
When
that.
you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you are using a skill that you're proficient in.
Well, that would still
So that
only
would be a
8.
10. That would be a 10.
No, 8.
Proficiency
Only the
bonus.
proficiency
Oh, yeah.
score.
Only the proficiency, okay.
8?
Yeah, it would be an
Wait.
8, so it's still...
Nah, not having so much luck.
I now
Remember,
turn
the
to
mist,
wolf
everything's a little
motherfucker
damp.
and say,
Hmm.
Little one, light. I'm talking to you, Shogun.
No.
I mean, I don't want to be the captain obvious here, but light is not something that we are running out of anytime soon.
Fire. Wolves. I can't
that
believe the
I didn't
dumbass
agree
is the
with.
one trying to explain to you this concept. Wolves are afraid of fire.
I can't
Ward them
believe
off
that he
with
even
fire.
knows what wolves are. Besides, there are no wolves within city walls, so
Sounds like
Also, that howling, and the ambient noises, assume that's maybe a tiny bit closer. Perhaps not so much for immediate alarm, but it's somewhere nearby.
Wolves.
also we could spend time sitting here and rubbing 2 sticks together, or we could try and go somewhere else instead of right next to a corpse that probably smells and attracts all kinds
At this
of
point,
things.
I just sort of grunt and reach out to pick up Mr. Heelgood and put him on my shoulder. Assuming he has no
Okay.
actual objections. And then I just start to try and walk off.
So,
Beating
how much
stick.
is your carrying capacity there?
I have like 18 strength, yo.
Yeah, you have to calculate your carrying capacity to start with.
I don't
Me-
know what the shit is.
Both of
I
you
mean,
could
if you were in combat, I consider maybe like reducing overall speed. But if you guys
I have-
are roaming, I might not really.
I have a stick and I
anything
don't
with it?
have any significant amount of armor on whatsoever. I'm in basic clothes, so I should be relatively fine, I would assume. I'm a
But
trained
both of
paladin
you
at this
could
point,
is,
and you're a
is,
sticky little motherfucker.
is pretty thick, one could say. It's obvious that he has enjoyed his
Oh, I didn't even realize you were fucking 6'3".
ham. Yeah?
But you weigh, like, significantly less than me. Like, I weigh 312 because of muscle.
Okay, how about we don't start this kind of touching here? I told you that I can walk quite well even with this foot leg of mine.
I put you in front of me and prod you with a stick to move faster.
Fine. I guess I'll go over here then. Let's have
Wait, so
a...
are you guys chasing each other now?
I, sort of just grunt loudly and point south.
Oh, keep in mind, so you are going through some hedges now with your prosthetic leg. Might not want to go too fast.
I can't go too fast with it anyway.
Okay. Also, when you guys start moving in that direction, you start to feel occasional little drip coming down.
Oh. Well, at least it's just rain.
Whenever I feel a drip,
hear a
I turn
rumble on the
around
horizon.
and I bash the tree that dripped on me.
The tree, you almost hear the tree sob.
Bad.
Okay, so you'd be the first one to notice this as you guys go through the brush. Mr. Heelgood, the ground's disturbed here. It looks like one mound and a few pits. A couple pits right by the side of it. Just beyond the bushes.
Pits,
over
as
here?
in.
Yep.
Ah. I wonder what that's all about. I'm not going to be going over there and seeing about it, though. I'll leave it to someone more proficient in these matters. Well, you'll do quite fine. I'll be here
I look
nearby
at the dwarf.
holding up the light.
I look at the dwarf and say, "You are familiar this place, this terrain."
I'll give a heavy sigh and I'll follow after you to see what the intrigue is all about.
I sort of am trying to effectively get him to help me out here because I'm not all too good at investigating. I just got fucking lucky on that last one.
You know, so you're looking at over. It could be a lot of things, but it seems most likely someone put something here. Maybe for people so familiar with the battlefield as yourselves, it almost brings back a few real sad memories.
Street check?
I want to say history check it. It looks like almost a fresh grave.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're alluding to.
And these are just like open graves, I'm assuming, or like grave-like holes.
Yeah, you see one, it looks like something was recently buried, and beside it are just like two pits dug a good few feet into the ground. Just unearthed.
One of them is actually a grave. The other two are, like, holes preparing to become graves.
Essentially. Or graves that were dug up.
I'll slowly head over to the holes that are yet to be filled, and I'll slightly peer into one of them and see if I can see anything in there.
Alright, so doesn't look like much, but since you have dark vision, roll an investigation.
Investigation. Right. Aye.
12.
12.
Why does it say 0 for that? That's interesting. Oh, yeah, because you don't actually really get it, do you? You don't get the buff.
No, I think that's in intelligence. When I think I've got more wisdom in mine. I've
You have
just
a plus
got
1 to intelligence at least, but whatever. We'll judge the dice roll. Trust
Yeah,
the dice
just an empty grave.
nothing special.
The dead guy over here into the grave.
roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, did one of you bring the corpse?
Nope. I start walking back towards it, though.
Alright.
I am a true priest. I must bury the dead.
He's there. As you get there, you hear another peal of thunder starting to get a light sprinkle.
Oh, wonderful.
I reach down and attempt to pick him up.
Well,
And you pick him up.
at least it's just a thunderstorm.
Then I make my way back to the grave.
Well, I hope you brought your shovel.
Just throw him in the grave is good enough.
Well, it is obvious that one of us hasn't been doing too many burial ceremonies during their days.
I toss the gentleman into the pit, and I pull out my scroll of religious testament and zealotry and bullshit, and I start to read from it in a very low, like, drumming murmur that nobody can really hear very well.
Nice.
Nice. At
Perhaps,
best, Healgood could probably pick up that I'm reading through old doctrine of Italia, like a prayer of some sort. The god of hardship.
Well, his hardships are now at least over. Unfortunately, ours just starting, like the rain.
As a you give him your little memorial service. The rain comes down softly, and I want.
We hear the creaking of a chair in the distance.
That wasn't my chair. I want the monk and the ranger to roll a passive perception.
Right.
Passive perception.
No,
Wait,
passive,
passive would be because passive would be when you're not actually like trying.
Passive
to
is the
perceive.
things that you
passive
that you
perception
don't-
is just their like passive, unactive, non-rolled perception ability. Which I don't know how to calculate that actually. Oh,
Yeah,
it's 10 plus your wisdom
passive
perception.
wisdom perception.
So
the dwarf has a 14. The monk has an 11. Actually, Good has a 15, and I have an 11.
all right, so the two of you that. So I mainly did for two of you that weren't involved in the makeshift funeral. You two do hear. You hear somewhere off the distance sounds like female laughter.
That's not creepy at all. Okay. Do we know in
What direction?
direction?
It's pretty hard to tell, actually. It seems to almost just carry on the wind.
I guess I can become more alert and try and see if I can locate any possible clues as to where that creepiness just came from.
Go do an investigate. It's still not so certain.
I guess I'll, if the others haven't heard it, I can relay what I've just heard, roughly.
Oh, well, wonderful. This place is giving me more and more reasons to go somewhere else. If there are wolves and there are laughter in the wind, and now it's raining, there's thunderstorm, and we are in a forest. I don't even understand why the rest of you aren't really moving your healthy feet. I mean, I guess it could be worse.
If there are wolves, we just kill them. It's like
They're not my family. I don't care about them. Manslaughter is fine as long as it's not my wolves.
Well, you see, I am not exactly a fighter. I'm glad that I seem to be surrounded by at least 3 of them, but when there is fighting to be had, I am usually in the other direction waiting for it to end.
I thought you were just gonna say in the corner.
Priest.
Never mind then.
Last words.
You're not going to move unless I do this, are you?
I'm still focused heavily on burying the man. Are you not a holy man?
I am. Is he?
Final words.
Are we going to keep moving if I do this?
Final words.
May you want to watch over as your endured suffering comes to an end.
Amen. At this point, Malmus stands up and starts walking southward again.
Can I, in the
Just came from that direction.
Can I, in the meantime, try and figure out where that laughing came from?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dang it.
You get
Yeah.
easily distracted by the smell of other wolves in the area, and
Yeah, you're thinking of the wolf scent you picked up around that body, and just like it reminds you of home.
Mhm.
I just turned once again to the priest. Dead man was headed south.
And when you headed south, you disappeared into fog that the light from my holy symbol could not penetrate properly.
Then follow.
Then
You
that
weren't,
hard.
you weren't moving at the time. I was walking away on my own.
Yes, and you disappeared into the mist.
Follow with light.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
I'm gonna start heading back south.
All right.
The general direction that the gentleman was supposedly going in.
Yeah, you get back to the same spot. Still more the same. Fog seems to be thicker the further you go in that direction.
Even with the light.
Even with, I mean, you can light up the immediate area around you, but the radius is a bit less so.
So is this supposed to be?
Also, the rain's becoming a little bit heavier
is
as
this
another
war-
crack of thunder hits.
So I didn't know how much you know about forces of nature and the ill effects they can cause, but there are all sorts of diseases that can be caused from walking in heavy
Shut
rain.
up.
Tell me about it, light man.
I point at the dwarf. Where should we go?
Well, I was just curious about what kind of is this water that we're near now? Like,
Yeah.
on the right.
Sorry, I overlooked that. Yeah, there's looks to be a body of water. It kind of trails off into the fog. Looks to be some sort of large pond, though.
Probably is part of the reason why it's getting so damn foggy here.
I'll throw the suggestion out of maybe following along the bank of the water as we move along, so we've got something that can vaguely give us some direction.
I just sort of nod.
Yeah, you could do that for a ways. Eventually, as you fall along the bank, it almost seems like you're making some progress. Seems at least you can look out a ways. But eventually the fog just starts closing back in again. And until eventually you all start to notice it's getting hard to breathe. Talking even somewhat feels like a chore.
That's my everyday life to start with.
Yeah, especially with that voice for your character.
Okay, I've had enough. I know that
I
that
grunt and
hardships
just turn around.
are part of your life, but this is not what he means by it.
Save your
I'm going
breath.
back.
I'm getting a phone call.
It's that damn haunted phone box again.
I'll just point out the character that my avatar at the moment is literally just a head.
Yeah, the rest of you, somehow the fog obscures him specifically, so you can only see his head floating. It's actually rather scary. Just give a minute.
Right, so we're heading back then, are we? I guess I can just follow along, trying to keep an eye out as much as possible for anything.
No, you do whatever it is you want to do.
Well, I can't if I'd rather not split up. So, and I can't.
At
really
this
see
point,
much through this
Malmus
fog.
is just admitted to himself that he is not likely the leader in this situation when it comes to knowing the territory, and so sort of just follows along with the dwarf who obviously seems to know the forest better. Or at least forests.
Ooh.
You all just kind of hear echoing through the fog. No one leaves Barovia. Not without permission. As thunder splits the sky, lightning splits the sky to the rumbling of thunder, and the rain comes on in a downpour.
So, would a fine and somewhat educated gentleman know what a Barovia is?
At this point, I'm just sort of saying mumbled deep speech under my breath.
Forgive the pun, but I haven't the foggiest idea.
Well, I have to say that I was also referring to myself.
Your crude sense of humor begins to come out finally.
So I think I'll follow on with.
So, what says our omnipotent being?
I'll just continue to stay quiet and look around me. Trying to make sure we don't get jumped.
At this
Alright.
point, I have,
As you guys get back towards... What?
Oh, I was just saying I'm holding my weapons ready, effectively. The
Alright.
extra 2 weaker branches that I found earlier that I didn't give to the dwarf, or the extra weaker branch is... Yeah, I did get 2 that I didn't give to the dwarf. I have now cast them into the water as we passed, because nobody's making me a goddamn torch.
Alright.
Or would it require some form of a check to recognize a place that we have now been identified to?
I can always rip off another tree branch if we get another chance to make a torch.
What was that,
I was just wondering if a educated gentleman would recognize a place by its name now that someone actually was kind enough to tell us where we are.
Barovia.
Roll a knowledge...
History, probably. Would it be?
I don't know if it'd be history or more arcana.
Knowledge checks are weird in 5e, aren't
I mean,
they?
there are no knowledge checks, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a thing since 3.5 anymore.
Which is why I was directly asking if someone who has spent time reading on things and studying things would know where we are.
Yeah, let me just... I
My
think you'll be able to roll
technicality-
something. Let me just check what it makes most sense as to roll.
Here's a question. I know my character's a fucking idiot, but I have possibly learned about something like that during my time at the Hermitage, considering it was like a religious hermitage?
I was going to suggest I think both of you might be able to roll knowledge religion, I would say.
Just religion. It would probably be just religion.
Well,
Was there any-
Actually, because of your favored enemy, I want you to roll knowledge too, Derek.
Right.
Would that be survival or? Because as we've been saying, there is no knowledge in there anymore. There is no skill knowledge.
Sorry, I meant a survival. I don't know. I guess it'd be investigation because in your case, it would be looking back on stuff you might have researched while hunting your enemies.
Well, he's been doing so well with
Yes.
his investigation checks.
Yeah, might as well give it another go.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, Shogun's browser
Nothing
crashed.
Come back again.
All right.
Welcome back. And yeah, Shogun, you said you're looking around. You can see more as you go back to where you guys used to be from the light of the holy symbol. It's nothing really stands out just yet. But yeah, you guys think back to text you've poured over, different sorts of different anomalies, different planes, but nothing comes up.
Small question. Who has the leather?
Where's the letter?
hi,
Yeah, who
Alright.
kept the letter?
hi.
That would be fair.
cleric, light dudes.
Light
Anything
dude?
in it? Whatever
You're
you like
checking-
to be called.
Wait,
You-
sorry, what was that?
Wasn't
Sheldon?
there an in the leather, light man, or whatever it is these days?
Here you have it. Just remember, it's made out of water, and it's raining and thundering.
Well, cover it with your own body then. Or standard 3.
It's thunder. This must be my pilgrimage and my test. What did you want me to look from this letter again?
Place, a name, anything.
Well, a ghostly voice already told us that we are somewhere called Barovia, and the same name was brought up in this letter earlier. Barovia.
Interesting. Was there anything else? A female name, another name?
Well, there is a name, Irina Kolyana.
What does it say about her?
She has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of her village cannot protect her. What were you doing when I was reading this thing out loud?
Sniffing.
Looking around so
clothes.
that we don't... Looking around so we don't get jumped by anything.
Oh, wonderful.
We're probably poking the corpse as well, but you don't know. At least it's something we can have. Giving us that information of that we cannot leave Borovia.
Yes, without their permission.
Affliction.
Good affliction.
It's still available to you guys?
Yeah, we should probably
Yes,
be
yeah.
able to
Okay.
pull it up still.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
I'll
Now,
say
if
we'll
you
look
don't
around that.
mind, I am done standing beneath this tree while it's thundering.
Good enough. Very religious guy, you might want to come back into the light. Do this fast.
He is most definitely someone who would be the follower of Ilmatar.
I give him a very dirty glare.
Considering our priest wants to get moving as quickly as possible, I'll make the suggestion of going back to the improvised grave, since that seems to be the only thing warranting anybody being around besides us, and suggesting we search further on from there to see if we might find any civilization nearby.
I'm with the dwarf on this one.
At this
We
point,
could
I've
look for
already created
tracks.
that I'm just following the dwarf. His lead. He knows
Alright.
Could look.
kind of territory more.
I will currently follow whoever tries to get me out of this rain.
Let's go back to the graves and look for tracks. Maybe we can find human tracks even in this damn rain.
Maybe he can eventually find a better voice for his character. Sorry, too soon?
No, not early enough.
Alright, so you guys are back at the graves. It's getting a little muddy.
Somebody turned off the fucking AC in my room. It's
It's
too
all
hot
in
in here.
time, but you paid your respects, so that's good.
Without trying not to slip in any of the mud nearby, I'll start trying to skim around the outer area of the graves then, and see if there's anything still left in
So
terms of tracks and
yeah, you skim around the 2 open graves and go ahead and roll investigation again. And if anyone wants to help, go ahead and do that too.
Considering
on,
I'm just
good
sort
old
of following his
investigation.
lead. I'll attempt to help.
Damn it.
Why am I doing better than you? I have a -2!
Sorry.
I
that
literally have a
never seen-
detriment to my investigation. You're still rolling 2s.
I don't know. I rolled a 3 but mine is 1, so.
Yeah, the muckiness makes it really hard to find anything meaningful, it seems.
He's paying way too much attention to the fact that it's still raining.
Yeah, sorry, it's just some mucky holes in the ground and
A mucky grave.
one cupboard and plus a new body, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just sort of try and kick as much dirt in as I can, which is now mud.
Yeah,
I guess
kick
I
some
can
dirt in. Gradually start.
pointedly, start moving away from graves, maybe. Not too far, but decent way to try and see if there's anything else nearby that I can find.
All right. As you do, you get a. Damn, it keeps falling out. You get a. You can start to hear the movement of a stream over the storm.
Hmm.
That would be to your north.
Right.
Wow, we
Let's
were
say,
going in dead
move
the
it back
wrong
here.
direction.
I mean,
I assumed
worries.
that following the direction this dude with the note was going would be the right direction, but I guess
dude-
I was wrong!
the dude fleeing his village in search of help, keep in mind.
Well, I didn't
Probably
really...
fleeing from wolves as well.
Well, I guess I'm living up to my character being a dumbass. Because I sort of skimmed over part of... I skimmed over part of the note, and I sort of read it the opposite direction. I didn't realize that... I didn't interpret it that way. Which means I interpreted it like a dipshit.
As I'm walking, I'll shout out my discovery of a possible river nearby, or the sound of water, even.
More water.
You turn back to shout it, and thankfully you turn just in time to avoid plopping straight on in.
Yeah. You hear the water rushing right next to you.
Yeah. Filling up a little with all this rain.
Get off of me. I didn't even mean to drag you.
The cleric gets scared and wants to be held.
The
Episode.
thunder is too loud. Help me. Hold me. No.
Off in the
His, fake leg doesn't get stuck in the mud.
way off in the distance, you can make out a small light far, far off to the north.
At least it's something more than muddy holes.
In a galaxy far, far away.
I guess I'll put. If is that just me that sees that, or is everybody seeing that?
The river?
As you guys get out towards the stream bank, I mean, if you can all see it, especially if you kind of share it with them, you're able to make it out.
All right.
Tiny light.
I guess we somehow have to cross the river or find some way across.
Alright, time to see how big Deus Vold is. Look at Deus
Fog's
Vold.
a bit thicker now around outside the light too.
I see Deus Vold. He's shorter than me, and he looks a lot lighter than me. Maybe I can throw him across the river.
I know where this is going. And I ain't
No
being
one
next.
tosses a monk.
Monk, can you swim?
I was raised by wolves. What do you think?
I just nod and pick him up.
Can I
Assuming he
just
doesn't
call?
try.
Can I just like cross my arms in the meantime you do that? Like I'm just full on planked, you know, just my arms.
So he's not trying to get out of my grip. He's just preparing himself for flight.
Fuck.
Like, this has happened before. I don't care.
I am going to prepare myself and him, lift him up like a javelin, and prepare to fucking chuck him.
All right. Monk,
This
do
has
you have
happened
a
before.
slow fall or something?
No! Don't
He
remember.
does have anything like that.
Fuck it, I'll take it, I don't care.
No, on level 1 he doesn't.
I'm chucking
heard.
150 pounds approximately.
Make that 140 actually. I miscalculated.
But you can adjust that on your bio if you want.
Should probably do that.
Yeah. I am throwing 140 pounds, Mr. DM, across a small river, from the looks of it.
What the fuck? All right, so
Oh! Now
Well,
20!
60 kilograms.
yeah, all right, you get him across. Now I want you to roll Dex, Mr. Monk.
I hope to God you don't fail.
It's this one, right?
Not one. No. Damn it.
17. Yeah, it's looking bad, but nah, you make it. You stumble on your landing, but you're all right. You're all right.
I like how I got
yeah,
I got a fucking follow notification in the middle of that, so all you could hear was like this really upbeat, like chiptune music over the sound of you explaining him being chucked over the fucking river.
You're okay. You stumbled.
Thank you very
but
much.
You're okay.
Thank you very much,
feel
Fuzzbutt
free to put
Panda.
yourself
I don't
in
want
the Julia
to. I don't want to
area.
downgrade that.
Also,
I
hey, a
appreciate
wall. Which, come to think of it, with your point of view, you can see it looks to be a small, overgrown shack.
Oh,
You know,
well,
you
I
look
probably threw him more like this, considering where I am. So.
Oh.
All right, he still
No,
sees the
no.
wall. I'm just adding to what his vision could probably see around him.
Well, there is a dim light all the way over there still.
I just follow the
Bitch.
momentum of that natural 20 and reach for heal good.
Oh
And
god.
then roll a fucking 1 or something and dunk him in the river.
Yeah, how much does heal good weigh compared to 150
190. He weighs more. He's like 6'3". So I wouldn't actually do that at this point. When I was trying to lift him up just like a fucking like torch earlier, I thought he was much shorter, but I forgot to even read his fucking bio. But how
before he
much
gets
does the
in the
dwarf weigh?
no, before you even think about it, I'm going.
How
in my
much
own
does the
direction.
dwarf weigh? Oh, the dwarf only weighs 150 pounds. And he's much more aerodynamic at 4'6".
I give him
I
a
look
pound
on the
of
other
money.
side of the way, though.
Can't say much.
The river and
if
think by
only-
myself.
If only
I looked
you know,
at the
people,
dwarf, and I say, "Can you swim?"
Wait, so you're heading off in that direction? Feel good?
I'm just trying to find a place to cross the river from.
All right, so you're gonna do that. Let's conversation continue a few seconds. Let's see.
I'm gonna give a low growl and say, "Don't you even think about it."
I look on the other side
I
of the river.
gave
I'm
you
like,
a stick.
I chuck the stick in the river.
I rip off another stick from the branch next to me.
I do this all day.
I just face palm. I'm like, ah.
Okay, I guess I get a better stick for him. Here, I have a 1d4 stick instead.
Fucking
I
hell.
just sort of like leave it be at that point and start to follow Mr. Feelgood. But I turn to across the river, and can I hear what he said to us from across the river? Or
It's a little rough with the rushing and the rain, but sure.
all right, I say, wait there. We'll be there.
And I just like sit down and meditate then.
All right.
And so your light seems to reveal a little stone bridge across the river.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't need to chuck a motherfucker across the river.
Wonderful.
You can still see the light ahead of you. You can also hear along the sounds of rain, like a little metal squeak.
So how I have to ask how this map is like updating, because the inner circle here, this is bright light. It's like bright as day, and this here is dim light. So
Wait 1 sec.
He's just not revealing everything because it takes time.
Wait, what was that? I had to adjust that.
you see these two circles.
He's saying we should
Okay.
probably be able to see shit off on this side, considering our like vision with the light. Unless
The inner
fog is
circle
actually
is bright
specifically-
light. The outer circle is the dim light.
All right, so part of that I goofed. Part of it was also there is fog gradually obscuring things too. But yeah, you guys would be able.
At this point, I'm just going to sort of leave it to the scenario as fog and things are a bit selective.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can see a good ways around. Looks to be you're starting to be able to make out iron gate in front of you. Looks like it has an iron spiked fence going good ways to the left and right.
I look
Also
at the
seems
monk.
to be an overgrown shack.
I look at the monk and I say, "Nice landing."
Thank you.
There was a
At least
bridge.
there's some
I'm
excitement in
sorry.
this adventure then.
Nice landing. There was a bridge over there. I didn't need to chuck you. I'm sorry.
Less fun.
Less fun.
Oh yeah, good check in a day keeps the doctor away, you know?
Usually less fun equals
What the
less
fuck's a dog?
injury as well.
Shack. Shelter from rain. Is there a roof to this, actually?
Huh?
Is there a roof to the shack? So it was like
Yeah, there is. There
Alright,
looks to be a few holes though.
still shelter.
Wait, can you guys hear me when I talk like this?
Like that? When I
Yeah.
talk like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, like, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because my thing keeps falling apart, but if it's still worse like this, then we're good.
Alright. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are in a shack. It's a shack.
It's the nut shack.
It's
the
in fact a
nut shack.
You made something from the something, Jake from the pier, and that weird cyborg animal, and you kind of just want to die. No, anyhow, it's a little damp inside. Roof has some holes rotted in it. Looks to be a table just as badly rotted as the roofs.
The floor is made of dirt, not actual foundation.
Oversight, fuck.
I don't
So, yeah, there's a bed in there. Bed itself is kind of moldy and gross, and a dresser with some cabinets. Ooh,
Right.
also of note, on the wall above the bed is looks to be a small crossbow.
Oh, intriguing.
So who
How
among us
is
would
that,
like the crossbow? Because I don't care much for crossbows.
Mhm.
They're not up close and personal like I like it.
Well,
No thanks.
they can be if you hit them with it, I guess.
Improvised
wouldn't be as
weapon.
Weapons
Already
get in the
have a
way.
Stick.
I suppose I can squeeze all the goddamn water that I've accumulated out of my beard, and have a look around.
Can I reach the crossbow from here?
Like reaching all the way across the bed and stuff.
If I move over here, I can grab it, right?
Yeah, you can just yank it off the wall.
Alright. I yank the crossbow off the wall, turn, and throw it towards the dwarf.
What is with you and throwing shit at me? I guess I'm gonna have to roll a
I
thing
mean,
for that, aren't I? Unless I want a crossbow in the hose.
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Dexterity.
I wasn't gonna, but now it sounds kind of funny.
We keep
what did I
giving
roll
the
for it
DM
again?
bad ideas.
Oh, it was
Dexterity.
dexterity, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just did dexterity last time.
Please don't let the metal bit get me in the nose.
Yeah, you made it. Just made it.
At least my
Are there
withered
any
face doesn't
crossbow
have a big
bolts nearby, or is it just the crossbow?
Not that you can see out in the open.
I motion for the dwarf. Maybe check the drawer.
I'll
I
give
I need to like really come to terms with like what my speech intelligence level is. I normally talk in grunts, but I'm not sure if I'm like caveman level speech or not with 6 intelligence.
I mean, what you've done so far kind of, I think, works for the character of just being, like, very, like,
Generally
rough
quiet.
to the point.
Housewife!
We go here.
Housewife! Fuck off.
Asswife?
No, it's a joke from a previous campaign. Don't worry about it. You don't want to know.
I mean, I kind of do.
I'll tell you
We'll discuss it
later.
later.
Anywho. Yeah, I essentially motioned that the dwarf might want to check the drawers, and meanwhile, I'm going to investigate this bed and see what's up.
I guess I'll give the crossbow that I just got thrown at me a inspection to see if it's even still working, considering the shack doesn't look to be working very well with all the holes in it. As I walk over to the dresser, which I'm guessing is just across from me.
Yep.
So
Like
I'll
this
pop
thing right there?
myself
Or the table next to the bed or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
I was
the
wondering
end
if it was
table.
what Finn was next to.
He's at. Oh yeah, that's just a table.
Is it? Okay, yeah. It's fine then.
I'll just stand here and keep an eye out so we don't get jumped by anybody.
Alright. So, starting off with the cabinet, it looks like it actually seems to be locked, but the thing's old, falling apart, and kind of rusty, so you could probably just force it open.
I'll have a look around the cabinet in case there's anything on the floor nearby first.
You find the key on the corpse of the guard in the Skyrim castle.
Actually, yeah, roll what I hope will be your last for the night investigation.
Please, for the love of God, don't be anything lower than 2.
So,
And this should be better off rolling the dice I have on me and counting game.
Mari, he's
You
really
actually-
bad at looking into things. You might want to reconsider your boyfriend.
you actually managed to get a splinter in your finger while just running your hands around looking for something. It hurts.
-1 health.
Ugh.
Big enough
No,
splinter.
don't actually
No.
take any damage. it just
Hand
sucks.
falls off completely.
Prosthetic hand. Replace it with a hook.
Don't worry, I know a guy who makes good prosthetics.
I'm
Also-
just imagining-
Too bad he's in like a fucking other country right now.
Also, Malmus, you said you're checking out the bed?
Oh yeah. I was seeing if there was anything on or under the bed that was out of the ordinary or whatnot.
Are you messing around with the bed itself?
I'm knowing me, I'm probably just like going to pull the sheets back and forth and see if there's anything weird. Like if there's any signs of, something related to the corpse from earlier or some shit, or signs of heresy. Possible heresy.
This
It'd be a
bed is
heresy
heretic.
to the god of building standards. This is just nasty, eaten up, damp, moldy. But as you move the blankets around, you kind of you end up shoving the pillow, and you can see what looks to be a pouch of 10 crossbow bolts.
Oh. I just motioned to the dwarf and point at it.
So I swear to God, if you throw those at me, I don't want to incur the
I
dexterity.
throw the
roll
pillow
bonus.
at him. No, I don't. I just motioned towards the crossbows, and now I'm probably going to look underneath the bed.
Underneath the beds, just space. Kind of see some animal droppings, like little rodents and shit.
I'm gonna be grumbling still from whatever I smacked my hand on under the cabinet, and grumble as I walk on over and see what he's on about under this pillow.
All right. Yeah, so you see the crossbow bolts. And
Crossbow
also,
bolts.
over by the desk, are you checking anything out? Feel good?
Nope, just happy to be out of the rain.
Alright, you're not checking anything out with it?
Well,
No, you good. Alright, so, Monk, roll perception again.
That would be you, Shogun. Wow,
Dang it.
we all suck at perception and investigation, don't we?
You're telling me?
I mean, it's foggy as
Feel
shit,
good,
but
you?
come on, man.
Heal good. Since you're also close to the door, you can roll perception as well.
fine.
Yeah, you can hear what sounds like someone shouting faintly over the rain. Seems to be coming from up north.
But I'm safe from the rain. I don't want to do anything to help the common people, despite being a cleric.
Excuse me, coming through.
As you get a little close,
Go ahead.
as you get a little closer to the gate and the road, you can make out it sounds like a child's voice saying just, "Hello? Is there anyone out there?
Hello?
Who's there?"
This
Now
way.
now it's incredibly dark in this shack.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob here, good.
Yeah, the light is gone. You guys are alone in the rainy, dead old shack. 1 second.
Can I try and rip off one of the bedposts?
I was gonna say, if you rip a branch out of nowhere, I'm gonna scream.
Can I reach through the wall and rip off the branch of a tree right here or some shit?
Just summon it to your hand like a fucking lightsaber.
What was he, like Thor's hammer or something? Just hold his hand out and a branch just comes from nowhere.
Oh,
Boom.
all of a sudden the white van pulls up as a free candy sign. God damn it, Shogun. Shogun! Oh, hey. That's to rip off one of the bedposts.
Yeah, fuck it. The bed collapses. You have a bedpost.
Okay,
Fucking
cool.
Mr. Woodman.
Fucking better club. I turn to Mr. Garrick and hand him my old piece of wood and say, fire, now that we're in a relatively dry area again.
I sigh and any of the branches that I have now actually dry, or are they still damp from carrying before?
Yes, 10 minutes inside a shed, it dries the wood up very well.
Yeah, you guys remember there's been like water leaking in through the roof and stuff. Like you can find some dry wood among the furniture, but like on a whole, like not everything is.
Yeah.
I'll try going back over to the cabinet then and trying to force the drawer open to see if anything's in there that I can use.
Roll a
strength check.
strength.
Right, I'll walk over there and then
Nat
strength.
20. Oh, okay. That's a
Yeah,
strength
you
save.
smashed the shit out of that thing.
It's the same as your regular strength anyway, from the looks of it.
Oh,
No,
duh,
no,
yeah.
it's stronger.
Luckily, the glass containing the two minor potions of healing inside isn't broken at all. Also, there seems to be a coin pouch.
All good stuff, but not flammable as far as I know. But I guess I'll take what's in there regardless.
All right.
That would be 2 minor healing potions and how much gold? Or how much in the pouch?
Yeah, you haven't opened it yet.
Oh. So
I
as of
guess
right
I'll,
now, you have a bludgeoning pouch.
Remember, you also got a coin pouch from the guy you found the letter on, too.
Yeah, true. My character doesn't care too much, though.
Alright.
Money is material goods. I only need to slay heretics.
Good.
We
man
are
of
supposed to
convictions.
care.
And rip off branches from trees.
Would I even be able to see what's in this purse with the lack of light? I mean, I
You
know
have
I
dark
can see
vision.
pretty- Yeah.
Yeah, you can make it out just fine. They seem to be silver coins, all with the likeness of just this one man. Hair a little longish down to probably just below the base of his skull. Very stoic expression. Face seems to be on all of them.
I'll just put them back and continue searching and go over to the desk then. In the other corner. If I can even... Well, yeah.
Alright, well, you want to look around at the desk.
We're still looking for flammable shit?
Do you look under the desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks to be some logs. They've grown kind of like chipped and moldy. But prodding around down there, there looks to be like a one-handed wood axe that fell behind them. Pretty good condition.
I'll
now you have something better than a fucking stick. He who does not
I'll,
have
pull
proficiency with
the,
improvised weapons.
Yeah. I was thinking of giving it to you, but maybe I will keep hold of it.
Also, meanwhile, by the gate, Heelgood, did you call anything else out to the voice?
I mean, I can't see anyone. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Just follow the light.
We don't want to go too far. It's too dangerous outside.
Well, I am outside. And if it's
don't know.
so dangerous out here, I'd rather be not here.
Well, we don't want to be out here either, but something bad happened in the basement.
How bad?
Somebody mentioned a basement. I'm fucking out.
Fuck is a basement?
Very.
What kind of very bad has happened in the basement?
A monster.
Oh,
It's like the ones they say are outside, but Dad says it's much worse.
wait, what kind of monsters are outside?
Well, all sorts of stuff.
Am I hearing...
They say at night, the woods.
Am I hearing Heelgood's conversation now?
You guys can't really make out much apart from the occasional parts of Heelgood's sentences shouting something.
The parts where his voice cracks?
Yeah, sure.
I start to move towards the door, see what's going on.
Because if
No,
there
they said shape changers. Shape changers, beasts from the underworld. But I mean, we don't go out. The house is supposed to be safe.
well, can we, in that case, come inside the house instead of being outside the house, where it's dangerous and monsters?
And not in the basement.
Yeah. Will you help us figure out what happened? We can't go in the basement, but other people, sometimes Mom and Dad have other people over and they go. They're strong, they can handle it.
Yes, we have strong other people. I'm sure we can definitely send some in the basement.
And I see if I have a sixth sense to know that my services are being volunteered against my will.
Just teleport over there.
It'd be good if you could bring the light. The lantern's getting low.
Well, yes, I have plenty of light. That's not going to be an issue.
Good.
At this
Well-
point, could I start to head out towards Heelgood and his cracking voice? All right.
Is the gate open by chance?
Yeah, we don't really lock it anymore.
Oh,
Usually, I mean, mom and dad say that the Lord will generally see us through, so I don't think we really need it.
Which lord? No, I'm just messing.
Oh,
well, that's... Oh, there you are. Where did you leave the others?
I guess at this point I'll
just that.
take the axe from under the desk and see that everybody is gone and quickly head out after them.
Yeah, we're regrouped
All
at
right.
this point, effectively.
So yeah, you guys
Okay,
have found the
so,
gate, and you can hear this kid's voice.
I put a hand on the gate to see if it actually will open.
Yeah, it
John?
opens right up.
I'm
A
going.
nice
All
long
right, I
creek.
kick the gate open and go through.
You kick the gate open and go through.
Okay,
And
so
pretty
yeah.
soon, your light falls upon. One sec. Your light falls upon these little youngins, which actually should be a lot closer together. What the
So here's the situation. There is
shit?
this house, and there is a monster in the basement, and we probably can take shelter there as long as we dispatch the monster from basement.
By the way, Ken,
Easy.
just a heads up, if you hold Alt on your computer while you're dragging tokens around, you can ignore the grid.
Oh, nice,
So you can put them
Keep that in
actually
mind.
closer together.
nice. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, so you guys see like a young girl, brown hair, and robes that they seem a little her clothes seem a little well to do, but nothing too fancy. Comforting a much younger boy who's just like crying against her shoulder.
Hello, it's me, Robert Bob Hewgood.
Hi, I'm Rosavalda, or Rose, and this is my brother Thornbold.
Goes by any other names, just as sweet. I mean, what?
What? Yeah, it's Rosavalda.
I just look at them too and step forward and say, "There's a monster."
Yeah, there's out. I guess our basement is real big. Mom and Dad and their friends, they have parties, and sometimes they'll go down there. But whenever they do, they make us stay in our room. They say we should never see the monster, but it's usually just us. And the maid's nice too, but she usually stays with little Walter. We weren't able to get him before he came out, but it's just been so much screaming now, and we haven't seen them. So we came outside.
I see.
Where all you come from?
Far.
Very far, yes.
Yeah, what they said.
Well, I guess you should probably go inside then.
Yeah, it is getting awfully cold in this rain. And wet.
At this
Eh.
point, I just sort of grip my club a little bit, sort of like roll my shoulders, and motion for the children to lead the way.
She, so Rose kind of like puts a comforting hand around her brother and leads him along. And with the hand where she holds the hand that's holding the lantern, just kind of pushes the door open with a long creak and leads you guys into the portico, which you will see in a moment while I transition the map.
Oh, I think I accidentally backed out of the thing. I just suddenly heard the like rain dead stop. And I was like, wait, what? How did you do that?
You go
Oh,
through the door and
I
then it
fucking
kicks you out of the
went
game.
back a page.
I was gonna say the white fan just pulled up.
All right, I did move player thing to this, so do I have to?
Where are we?
Guys. All right, so are you guys in it in a new dark space?
Yeah.
You are.
Completely back.
Okay.
Space, there are 2 spots that are, no, never mind. I'm not gonna be picky.
And I'm trying to figure out
yeah.
where you guys came in, so you don't wind up just spawning in like way late.
Hello there.
Fuck. Huh. So yeah, wait, yeah, ping again?
Hold up.
Yeah, do the hold down left ping thing again.
Yep, ping.
I don't think it moved you guys.
You have to re-add us, yeah.
Oh,
I made my token. I can see this little spot here.
Oh, okay.
So generally, when you, I'll show you later at some point, but there's an easy way to just make it possible to drag tokens back. None of us have sight at the moment, but you're taking care of that already.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Guys should all move into that cramped little space of light.
All right.
Yeah. So. All right. Good. And. So yeah. She opens up the gate. There's another little metal portcullis. Pretty good condition. Trembling in the wind, gets a soft squeal on the hinges.
This
And-
is rather elaborately defended for just a regular family.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of forgot to. From what you can make out of the house through your light, it is pretty good, solid stonework. Glass windows, but
Glass
Yeah,
is
the-
expensive.
you would notice it does look fairly defensive. Also looks like these people probably have a good amount of money. So,
I turn to
She
the
opened-
dwarf and just sort of smile. And then walk in.
so yeah, she pushes open the big oak doors. They creak, but not as badly. And you find yourself in an immaculate foyer, decorated with portraits and heraldries on either wall. The biggest of these portraits, you can see a family of stony-faced, definite aristocrats, of which you recognize the 2 youngest members. Well, youngest apart from the baby in the mother's arm. All seem to have a sort of haughty look to them. Not really, like, looking down, not really interested in you, but like, we're posing for this photo. It was cheap. Plaque on the frame reads "The Durst" in dull gold lettering. On the southern wall, you find a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a golden windmill on a red field. And then on the other end of the hall, mahogany framed doors lead deeper into the manor. So what you guys doing?
I'm gonna get out of this rain at least.
All right, yeah. So you guys are in the foyer. Nice little spot. Nice little paintings.
I try not to make too much of a mess, but I try to shake off a little bit of water that's from the rain from me, squeezing my beard out again. Keeping
You
an eye
catch
out.
a. Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. I was just gonna say, keeping an eye out on anything that catches my eye in the room, other than what you said.
Your eye catches like little Thornbolt, like looking up from his sister's shoulder for a second to just kind of watch you, fascinated, bringing out your beard. Strange little muscle man. But I mean, once he notices, he immediately like turns away again.
I sort of just look around and see if I can spot anything like religious or holy in any way, shape, or form to ward off evil from this place.
1 second.
Are they heretics?
No, I mean, you look over the Durst. They kind of look like douchebags, but I mean, nothing like blatantly evil about them. You look at the shield, looks to be their coat of arms. Pretty nice shield. Seems kind of decorative, but that it could probably stand up in battle. Doesn't seem to be blessed or any real divine necessarily.
I sort of keep that in the back of my mind.
Well, it did more or less agree on helping with the monster situation, so...
I'm glad.
So, show the big man the basement.
That's not a good idea. We should probably just stay back.
Where is it?
We'll show him to the basement then.
How about you tell us what's in the basement apart from just saying monsters?
That's all we know. Our parents say that there's a monster down there and that we can't go. Also, they never really show us how they get there. It's a very big house.
Fair enough.
Are the parents or the maid anywhere around that they know of?
Yeah, the maid's always upstairs with our brother.
I guess we could question the maid first to see where the rest of the family is.
And also, like,
Now that
are we
I'm-
supposed to see just that little...
is this
Yeah,
like
you
the
guys
entirety of the
there aren't
hallway?
any windows in this room, so you're just kind of
Okay.
in a hallway.
Alright, where are the doors? Is this a door on my right just here?
That is not a door. That's just portraits.
Alright, that's where the portraits are. Is there a portrait at the end of the hallway?
That is a door, yeah. Some nice mahogany doors.
Where are the children?
The children are just kind of in the back near the monk and the dwarf.
Like over here. Alright. I push through the door, or open it, like, according to handle.
And you are greeted by an almost breathtaking sight. In the gloom beyond the foyer, the main hall seems to glitter. Its wood-paneled walls are ornately carved with idyllic scenes of frolicking nymphs and satyrs. At one end of the hall, a sweeping red marble staircase climbs to unknown heights. At the other is a black marble fireplace, cold and unlit. Mounted above the mantel shelf is a longsword, a windmill cameo worked into its hilt.
I'm starting to get the impression that these guys do not treat the poorer locals very well with as much elaborate money. I just sort of grunt under my breath. And where was the... You said there was black marble... What was it? Over here?
Oh, red marble staircase.
There was something else.
Black
This is
marble
the-
fireplace, which is
Okay.
Oh, black
yeah.
marble fireplace, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. God damn it, I keep trying to give myself a different color than you guys, and you keep getting the same color. I'm yellow. Cool.
Also, you've stepped in?
Yeah, I step in.
You hear music play down the stairs. A few quick notes, and then eventually one mess up. And then it just kind of keeps playing again.
I was waiting for you to say that the mess up was when they just cut off, and I was just like, play it better!
You say play it better. It seems like it almost stops for an extra second and just
Which-
keeps going.
Which direction?
It seems to be coming from upstairs.
Upstairs? Alright. This right here is the bottom of the stairs, so this goes around, like, right
Yep, it's a marble spiral staircase. It seems to just keep going up.
So this spot right here is the next floor. All right.
Mhm.
I am going to go over to the base of the stairs,
Pretty
but
sure it
before that,
actually
I'm going to
starts-
look down this
Go
way.
This way.
Go look down into that. You see another hall, or well, short hall going into another 2 rooms.
All right.
Is the place well lit at all?
No. Seems to be dark inside.
Do I see anything nearby that I could rip off and
No.
use as a torch?
There are oil lamps around. They aren't well lit though, or they aren't lit.
All right.
You could try lighting an oil lamp. If
I'm
you
going to try and grab one of the oil lamps. See if I can get it to light. I
Yeah,
assume that these
bring-
have tools on
Bring
them
that
to light
lamp
them.
over here for a moment.
Yeah, you could probably find some stuff to help get a fire started near the fireplace itself.
I was just wondering if it was actually lit or whether it was just a empty
Yeah,
fireplace.
it was out, right? Since the room isn't very well lit.
Yeah.
Right. I was wondering with people actually being in whether it'd be.
Hey, you big man, bring that lantern here for a.
I hand the
Alright.
sneezing man the lantern.
You sneeze.
So you guys all moved into the main hall?
Yeah,
Mhm.
from the looks of
By the
it.
looks of things.
Alright.
The door
Were
shuts
any of you-
behind you.
Yes, actually.
Oh,
Of course.
fucking called it.
Well, that's not creepy at all. But luckily,
Are the
a
kids
lot of
with
people
us,
about
or
to
were they
guide us.
still in the other hallway?
Nah, I didn't hear any of you mention that you motioned them along, so they were still in the hall.
Oh.
and I cast light.
I hand the lantern to the dude. Go over here and try and push these guys aside, and try and open the door again.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. I have to reopen these because I fucking backed out of the page. Boosh.
You feel it quake a little bit, but it's despite being a heavy oak door, it seems almost unnaturally stuck in place.
I just say, did you close the door?
You don't
Trying
hear
to
any
talk to
response.
I turn to the dwarf and see for the first time actually the axe that he has, and sort of motion asking if I can borrow it.
I'll give you a skeptical look, but I'll hand it over handle first towards you.
I nod, and then I turn to the door. I back up 2 feet and I throw. No,
As long as you're not throwing me, I don't care.
A hand comes out of the door and catches your axe.
I prepare to. I take a great hold back and just prepare myself, and then I swing with the axe at the door as hard as possible.
You get a good crack in. You're gonna just keep swinging until it gives
Yeah,
way.
effectively. And then if I ever manage to get a crack in, I look through it and I say, "Here's
Here's
Malmus."
Ah.
You give your nice spooky scene, but there doesn't seem to be anyone in the gloom to greet you.
The children are gone.
No glimmer of the lantern either.
Wonderful. I would have questioned your conviction about breaking down the doors of unknown people, but after hearing that, I don't even know if there are any people living here.
I guess we should
How many
investigate
times do I
upstairs.
fucking get to use Divine Sense? I think I get twice.
I think, yeah, it depends on your level, I believe.
One plus your charisma modifier. So I have 3 more uses of this fucking thing.
Alright.
So I'm going to
You got
use
a Divine
Divine
Sense?
Sense to see if I can sense any of this shit within 60 feet.
So it's just it's a general aura, right? It detects, as well as
Yeah.
presence of outsiders.
I
and such.
posted it in the chat, so it should.
Alright,
Well,
it's a strong
listen.
evil register.
I would have to point out that you are surrounded by total cover everywhere.
You learned the location of a celestial fiend aren't dead.
Not behind total cover.
And we are now in a room that's just all walls.
Yeah, so that's that registering on your senses like a noxious odor. This place pretty smelly.
Alright, so at this point, I hand the axe back to the dwarf and take my lovely little fucking branch club and hold it at the ready and turn to the cleric and say, "Can you light it?" And motion at the lantern and, yeah.
All the while, Bob Heregood is holding up a lantern that's glowing the same way as his holy symbol is. Yeah, done.
Good work.
Here you go.
I take the lantern,
It
assuming
stays like that for an hour. After that, you need to bring it back for another shot.
Alright. So I'm going to hold the club in my main hand and the lantern in my offhand, so I'm going to assume I need to start doing some light shit, right?
Say that again?
How did you get yourself to have, did you do that, Finn, or did he do that?
I did that. Double click your thing. And when you have your aura, you pick a color, you write 10 on the first one and 20 on the second one.
Wait, what? What is that?
He has a lantern that I cast light on, so now the lantern sheds light the way the holy symbol does. What?
So the holy symbol is just like a lantern, basically?
Any object that I touch sheds light, bright light in the radius of 20 feet and dim light in the radius of 40.
Oh, it's only your
doesn't
spell.
matter. Yeah, it is a spell.
Okay,
It doesn't matter.
I was
It
confused.
doesn't matter what the thing is.
So you said...
what's the duration?
You told me 10 and 20. That's still accurate, right? Since you're not the one still holding it?
Yeah, 10 and 20 because it's 20 foot radius, not 20 foot that other thing.
Like circumference?
Yeah, that thing.
Alright, so I have light now. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Well, we don't have a really fucking big kingdom, Ivy. This is not a really big kingdom.
And I don't want to have this kingdom.
Welcome, you've inherited a fireplace.
Alright, I am going to head on over here again.
Is there anyone else who wants some light in their life?
Are these two doors?
Yep.
So there's 4 doors on this floor and then the staircase going upstairs, right?
There are, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually near
Well,
near
yeah,
Shogun.
the one we came in.
Oh no, there's another one near Shogun too.
Okay.
Then there's a staircase. And yeah.
Alright. I'm going to see if I can actually attach this torch to my hip in some way to free up my offhand.
Yeah, if you have a bell, you probably can, I would think.
Yeah, I would assume
not, like,
so,
on
since
fire,
I'm keeping
dude.
up my belt. Yeah, it's like magically lit, so I'm gonna attach it to my belt and just sort of tie it, even if it means like ripping part of my shirt to keep it attached. Because at this point, I feel like I'm in a dangerous situation. I don't need to worry about my nice, pretty shirt.
So you said there was noise coming upstairs, right?
Yeah, it sounds like there's some music playing, some sort of big instrument.
I'll suggest
Keeps
if
like-
anybody wants to join me in searching for what could be upstairs.
I sort of look at you and wonder why you're not assuming to clear this floor first, and I just sort of say, clear 1 level.
What does the longsword look like?
Longsword looks like a steel. Seems pretty well made, good and sharp. Actually, mastercrafted. Honestly, it's very rich family sword. Has also just one more detail inlaid on the inner side of the blade itself is the same windmill coat of arms you saw on the on the shield coming in.
Big guy, would you not rather have that thing instead of that thing? And I point at his bedpost.
I look at the bedpost in my hand. Pretty nice fucking bedpost, to be honest. But I look at the sword. And considering he wasn't paying attention, he sort of needs to look at it again and please re-explain it to me.
So it's it's hang on. Let's see if I can do this up. Do this up nicer. It is. Man, it's a master crafted longsword with a windmill cameo worked into its hilt.
I'm going to look at it, but considering I've been getting like a dark vibe from this place, I'm going to get close to it without touching it yet and see if I can spot out anything unusual about it that might indicate like something not too great, let's say.
It seems normal enough. It's just a fancy but ultimately well-made combat-ready sword.
What was the crest like again?
Windmill.
A windmill. With this, I will blow away the fog. No. I am going to
Found it.
turn to the cleric and offer him the bedpost, considering he's still unarmed at the moment.
Sure.
And then I reach for the sword and grab it with both hands at the same time. And sort of just... Is it in a sheath at the moment, or...?
No, it's just out there, kind of on some holders in the wall.
On some hooks?
Hung very nice over the fireplace.
Alright. I'm going to take it out in whatever is the most, like, logical way, because I'm not sure if it's, like I can just lift it straight up without a problem or something.
Yeah, you can lift it out there pretty good.
Alright.
Has a nice weight to it.
I, take it, and I go back over to the door, and I keep bashing it. So it was over the fireplace, right?
Mhm.
Alright. I, look at the room behind the monk, and I sort of motion to him and say, "The room behind you. Let's check it."
As he says that, Mr. Deus, you kind of hear growling, and I mean, you've spent enough time with wolves to know a wolf when you hear one. Sounds like a bunch of them.
Jogan, are you still awake?
Yeah, I should probably unmute. That works as well. Should I throw a perception roll or not?
What are you trying to figure out?
Where the wolves are exactly.
I mean,
Are you
you
hearing?
wouldn't. Yeah, you hear them coming from the door behind you, and you can't really see in. It's just.
Alright, so they're like in here.
So in here then.
Yeah.
And I've sort of been motioning to you to prepare to enter the room with me.
Alright. So I'm like half awake.
Yeah, we might want to end off in the near future before we get into any combat or something. And just leave it as an exciting little cliffhanger for next time, considering it's like, what all in the morning for you guys?
1 in the
Yeah,
morning.
let's do that.
1 a.m., yay.
Like, can I just be like... Can
Yeah, you
like, almost just like kick in the door and be like...
Here's
Motherfuckers.
Deus!
So you kick open the door.
He's gonna kick open the door.
All right, so you
Okay.
kick in. That's what you did, Shogun?
No, I thought Malmus was gonna kick in the door.
Oh yeah, sure. I step forward and with my new sword held tightly in both hands, prepare my foot and with all of my strength kick the door and boom.
the door flies open. Your light starts to illuminate the room, and just to the corner of you, you see a wolf's face frozen in a snarl.
Like right here.
Right here.
Oh boy.
Arf.
All right. I turn to the wolf man next to me and wonder if he might be able to deal with said wolf in a way that won't require me to cut its head off.
Oh, that's no fun.
Well, it depends.
Hoot.
If you just run in there and start kicking shit, then that's probably what I'm going to do too.
I could try and make it help us. It's animal handling, whatever the fuck it's called.
Animal handling?
What was it exactly again? Was it just like trying to get
It's effectively like the closest thing to dog training. You're effectively trying to like effectively show it that we're not hostile, despite the fact that I kicked the fucking door in. So it's probably not going to work, to be fair.
well, you know what, fuck it.
All right,
I'll
so
try.
you step in ready to work your magic, and Trisky, you notice this as you turn around too. It is a real wolf, but suddenly the snarling's gone, and it's just frozen there like the taxidermied specimen it is.
Oh.
Girlfriend now.
It's a fucking puppet.
Looks to be.
Taxidermy. Shogun.
Yeah.
You know what that is? Stuffed
What?
animals.
Yeah,
It's a
they've
big
been killed and stuff.
It's effectively a big corpse of a wolf that's been stuffed and set up to look like it's like actually the proper proportions of a wolf, but it's dead. It's like
Can I
filled
kick
with.
the stupid thing then?
Yeah, you give it a good kick. For its in its defense, it's pretty well put together. It tips over, but still in one piece.
All right, sweep the room.
Yeah, so looking around in the light, you can see more wolves, snarls frozen forevermore. Towards the far end, you can see the head of a stag mounted over another unlit fireplace. Some pretty nice chairs around, draped in furs, all pointed, facing the fireplace.
This looks like a
There's a
study
cask of
some
wine
sort.
and a pipe rack on the table in between both the chairs. Empty.
Looks like
Nice,
we have a study.
nice shiny silver candelabrum though. But the wax seems to be melted over. Little drips frozen hard on the table.
I'll just
A lot
continue
of
like.
cabinets lining the walls.
Can I just like put the fake wolf in front of me, like on its head or something like that?
On its head, just like
He's
standing
trying
up
to
like
stand it up on its fucking head.
that.
It's
Yeah,
just
sure.
like a balancing.
Like
trick at this
that's
point.
like upside down, so we know this one is fake.
All right.
Or is it like in positions in a way that
They're
it's not
probably
able to be
they're
done?
probably light enough that you can just pick them up and turn them around.
Fair enough.
Like it wouldn't have to be me. You are still a monk. You still have martial arts to a point, so you do have a decent amount of strength.
Fair enough.
I think you had like at least average strength, which is fine.
13, I think it is.
Can't cast
Oh yeah, you have above
outside
average
what?
strength.
Yeah. So you could stand it up like that. Some nice loving care.
I'll just pick it up, flip it over, and be like, right now you're in your head, bitch.
See, you can almost hear a very quiet whine. Almost imagined.
I look at the one in this corner over here, and I'm going to inspect it to see if it seems like it's normal taxidermy, so to say. Not that taxidermy is really normal, to be fair.
From Mouse's understanding of taxidermy, it seems just like a taxidermied wolf.
I poke it with my sword.
It doesn't react.
I glare at it.
You know, you glare at it just long enough into its frozen, snarly face that you almost feel like it's angry right back at you.
Just don't yeet it across the room, please.
I proceed to pick up the wolf.
Fuck.
No, I
Just gonna
don't.
shove it right in the fireplace.
I actually do pick up the wolf, but it's not the throat. It's a look at it. I'm sort of like holding it in my offhand. I'm holding the sword in one hand and just like looking around it and seeing what it's like.
Now you inspect it. You can kind of like look into its fur, see where incisions have been made, work was done. Very good job. You can even kind of find where the arrows went into its chest that from whenever it was hunted.
I poke one of the arrow holes with my sword.
Congrats, there's now a slightly bigger hole there.
I am pretty sure that the thing was already dead.
I throw it at the cleric.
Cleric, you want to duck behind that table?
Throws over the table. Take cover!
I mean, with my dexterity, it doesn't matter whether or not I try to duck behind the table.
Yeah, we can see if you flop properly.
I pick up the wolf in front of me as well and like start to inspect it again. And when I'm done, just put it back in its head.
Oh yeah, how
you
good
find
was
the same
Gasvold's
stuff.
animal handling on the taxidermy?
Animal handling.
Yeah, see, that would have been so nice.
Yep.
One day you will find a live wolf. One day.
I'll probably just kill it.
Well, you
It's out of its misery.
you can savor its meat with the sense of trust and betrayal that you can instill in it before.
Maybe, yeah. Well, it's a good flavor, you know.
He says his entire
Well,
family.
if there's some humane there, I have no problems with it.
What actually killed your wolf family? We'll have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We will never know.
Should we end it
We
off
will
here?
never know because I actually didn't figure out parts.
I think we should call it there.
Yeah, this might be a good place to do that.
Well, 3 hours.
I was gonna say I was gonna do something, but I wasn't sure if you were gonna end off there or...
I mean, is it
I don't
something
care.
big? Or you can.
No,
Yeah.
just gonna investigate stuff, but
Oh.
that's...
Yeah, if you
yeah.
want to finish investigating.
Yeah,
this
let's
room
just finish
first, go
off.
ahead.
It was just
Whatever
gonna be
everybody wants to do
seeing...
right
I was just gonna be seeing what this desk is over here. Or one of these, or cabinet, whatever it is.
Yeah, one of them is
Left. What's on it?
like one of them is it doesn't really have a lock. There seems to be vials of just like a bunch of different chemicals. Could take a guess, potentially related to taxidermy. You're not really sure. The other one has a pretty heavy lock on it.
Huh. Maybe next time I'll enlist Meathead over here to maybe knock it off.
Fuck
Well, speaking of the meathead, he needs to roll the hit, so...
Did I hit the motherfucker with the taxidermy wolf?
Oh yeah, we didn't really try that yet.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Yeah, like
Improvised
I
throwing
don't know,
weapon.
ranged attack,
It would be
improvise.
dexterity, wouldn't it?
Yup.
Think so?
Oh, hey. What's your AC?
I mean, I guess that works, but that's not exactly an attack roll. I mean,
Oh yeah,
if-
wouldn't it be for range
anyway,
attack, Dex?
Yeah, most definitely. It's an improvised throwing weapon.
Risky.
Throwing weapon. Oh, yeah. Don't I have something fancy with it?
Yeah, you are proficient in improvised weapons.
Proficient with them. I don't actually fully understand what proficiency means.
It means that you add your proficiency bonus when you make an attack with an improvised weapon.
Proficiency bonus would be 2, right? So that would be a 20.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That would
yeah,
be a 20.
Oh,
Now roll your damage.
Okay. It's
freaking,
one
you guys just
D4.
wind up killing each other in a
Plus-
stuffed
Would
wolf.
it be? Would the damage thing be from dexterity or strength?
Oh,
I think
30.
range, isn't it usually dex for the damage?
I know there are
you know, just
specific
brute strengthing
feats and
something
stuff
over.
that you can get that make it strength, but I don't think I have anything. So I'm gonna assume it's like a 1D. You know what? Fuck it. It's probably like a 1D2.
improvised weapons are 1d4s.
Yeah. 1D4 plus 1.
Also, you are throwing weapons with strength, so congratulations, you hit even harder. Yeah.
All right. You got a nice whack of taxidermied wolf. Sends you back behind a table.
Do not question me. Get comfy with your
wonder
friend.
what scripture you're invoking there.
Do not question the Holy Paladin!
Someone just want to pick up the wolves and just throw them in the fucking
you are a
fireplace.
paladin. Suddenly everything makes much more sense to me. Don't worry, I understand you.
Sure.
You have my sympathies.
I walk over to him. I look at him. And then I use lay on hand to heal him.
Good guy, paladin.
I forget. I forgot to add actually the description for lay on hand, so I forget how much it does.
It's half your current level, or it's 2 plus your current, or 5 plus your current level, I believe.
It's 5 per your paladin level that you have in your
okay.
pool.
5 health per paladin level.
Oh, alright. That's not bad.
You have a pool that increases by
yeah.
5 every level you get.
So I have 5 total. We're just going to call it 4, and I'm going to use it to heal your 4.
Oh, that means that you still have a
1 point.
1 point left, indeed.
So I could stabilize.
You won't
somebody.
need those 4 points
You can
later.
heal the taxidermy wolf. For 1.
I turn the taxidermy wolf next to you and pick it up and set it upright next to me near the
On its head.
desk right here, like in this corner. Ooh. All right.
I walk over and say,
I'm just going to warn you, Mr. Paladin.
fireplace.
If you indeed do so the same god as I do, well, your behavior is going to cost you the connection with him soon enough.
Says who?
Says
You would
him.
approve. His scriptures show. And I reach into my shirt and pull out my dumb scroll. And flip to a certain log where it essentially comes across as incoherent babbling, but the basic point that gets across is do not question your superiors. And it's written as if it's from a scripture, but really badly. And then after I show it to him, I put it back in my shirt and turn around and walk away.
I would like to point out that it's not an actual passage.
I glare at him.
And
There's a wolf next to me. You don't want to try me again.
Huh? You don't have to explain yourself to me. I'm not the one who makes the final judgment.
I nod. And I think we should stop there.
yeah, that was a nice character drama moment to leave off on.
All right.
So you guys enjoying yourselves so far? Or, I know we didn't really get into fighting anything yet,
Well,
but
there's some suspense. I don't mind not fighting all the time. That
Oh, it was
generally
thrown
makes
across-
D&D a lot Yeah, I threw him across the fucking river. I think we're pretty
You
good.
I was thrown across a fucking river. I'm like, alright, good enough. I guess I get some fun then.
I got some weapons.
I don't know why, but whenever Frisky touches something, these red numbers are left behind, and yeah, I know.
Yeah,
As
we
fuck.
are.
I will
The
need to
curse of the
look
red
into
numbers.
that. I'm not sure.
Square aura.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, you can set it to be a square.
Nice.
Why isn't your light still on? Did I disable yours by accident?
What's the duration on that spell, too?
It's an hour.
Mine is
until
an
I cast
hour.
it to
His is
something
sort
else.
of permanent.
Ah, shit.
No, it was the light spell.
Oh, you did your light spell, yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright.
when I cast it again on something else, that's when it ends on the first object. So
Alright. Okay. So, any ending words, Sir DM?
Nah, just if you have any like feedback or ways you'd like things to go with your characters or things you're wondering about in general, just let me know sometime. I don't know, the week leading up.
Campaign needs more white Vans Kappa.
Wait, what?
I don't like the moment the two kids came into the campaign. I think I mentioned in Trisky's chat something about it. Where is it? All of a sudden, a white van pulls up with that has free candy on the side.
Oh. Just wait. Just wait.
I mean, I don't think I have anything for the DM, but for the rest of the party, before the next game session, each one of you takes the Barrett and goes to take a shower with it. So
What?
So effectively, what I'm saying is that before we play the next time, each one of you learns how they actually play the game.
Oh.
And then we are golden.
Okay, then. Not 100% on what you mean by that, but I'll bug you later. Alright.
Alright. Well,
We'll see
next
you
week
guys
then we will see the rest of this spooky house and go further into Barovia.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Alright.
No, it sounds horrible actually, but
Well, I mean, yeah, that's sort of the point. Alright, I'll see you guys next week.
bye.
See ya.
There.
Alright. Is anybody else live? I think we're just gonna call it there. Alright, call it. I'll see you guys later.